gotta go.
No, we're gonna give you a challenge real quick.
Have a good day.
I know you gotta run. That's what she do. So the challenge is this, since you won $5,000 from my man, get 100 from yours. And you must show us him actively giving it to you while you on your back, bitch. Because you spraying your legs for this man, but he wouldn't even give you $1.99 for a bottle of water. So if you want $5,000 from mine, get 100 from yours and we'll make it happen. We will make it happen, bitch.
I really gotta go.
No, we're gonna give you a challenge real quick.
Have a good day.
I know you gotta run. That's what she do. So the challenge is this, since you won $5,000 from my man, get 100 from yours. And you must show us him actively giving it to you while you on your back, bitch. Because you spraying your legs for this man, but he wouldn't even give you $1.99 for a bottle of water. So if you want $5,000 from mine, get 100 from yours and we'll make it happen. We will make it happen, bitch.
I really gotta go.
No, we're gonna give you a challenge real quick.
Have a good day.
I know you gotta run. That's what she do. So the challenge is this, since you won $5,000 from my man, get 100 from yours. And you must show us him actively giving it to you while you on your back, bitch. Because you spraying your legs for this man, but he wouldn't even give you $1.99 for a bottle of water. So if you want $5,000 from mine, get 100 from yours and we'll make it happen. We will make it happen, bitch.
Green on the top, but short like leprechaun. This goes out to you.
As a professional, I can tell you.
This goes out to you. You're green on the top, but short like leprechaun. This goes out to you.
Trapped in the ghetto, in the game.
As a professional, I can tell you.
Trapped in the game.
As a professional, I can tell you.
You're green on the top, but short like leprechaun.
Trapped in the game.
Fire beware.
On my way in the game.
And as always, the warning
In San Antonio.
I'll get you. And as always, heed the warning.
That's all I do. I'll get you, bitch.
Afro spin guy.
The most shady.
Afro spin guy. Fire
Ain't no telling
beware.
what I may be.
On my way to Spain.
Beware. Johnson.
The most
On my
shady.
way to Spain. Okay.
Beware. Johnson.
In
You
San
should know
Antonio.
my stilo. You should know my stilo.
Fire beware.
In San
Better get
Antonio.
who sent you.
3, mine out of space. In San Antonio. My partner called a case. On my way to Spain.
Hi, folks. Put your hands up.
We're the Japanese. We're the
Hi,
Japanese.
folks. Hi, folks. Hi, folks.
You're jealous.
Put your hands up. Keep your hands up.
You're jealous.
Let's get ready to rumble! As a professional, I can tell you.
All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. We got a morning report. Trying to stay consistent in this month because Guess there's a lot to report on. One of the most topping things we'll be reporting on, I don't know, maybe for the rest of this week at least. Because you damn sure can't talk about remix or keep talking about remix. Nah. What did Binary say about remix? That is, he's a one day. Type of relevant topic. So I think he's not the only one, but hey, it is what it is. These people are gonna continue to make themselves relevant, directly or indirectly. But anybody can get it, especially if they're on some goofy stuff, or they helping to steer the narrative and the attention. We'll cover it. So with that being said, last show, let's play a clip from it, which I would say, at least for now, is the most top news, noteworthy. Kerfuffle, because there is a what appears as if there is an attempt to reach a tangible conclusion from this virtual kerfuffle between eyes and breaking the culture of silence. Let me find that. This isn't the whole experience. You'll have to watch the show for that, the last live stream. I don't know exactly where I'm gonna start from. All right, here.
Go running them Payless pumps, girl. Go running them Payless pumps with that Timu wig on. Go ahead, girl. You look cute.
This is all
That's
natural.
your Timu.
Come on, zoom in real quick, 4 times. Zoom in.
Okay.
It's giving drop, bitch. They should have. That's giving heat damage. That's giving.
Let's rewind. She said, "Ooh." Yeah, listen to break. Wait.
It's giving drop, bitch. They should have. That's giving heat damage. That's giving color damage.
Zoom in real quick, 4 times. Zoom in.
Okay.
It's giving drop, bitch. They should have. That's giving heat damage. Pumps with that Timu wig on. Go ahead, girl. You look cute.
This is all
That's
natural.
your Timu.
Come on, zoom in real quick, 4 times. Zoom in.
Okay.
It's giving drop, bitch. They should have. That's giving heat damage. That's giving color damage. It's giving
ain't no
bad
color damage.
hairstylist. It's giving them roots is showing.
It's just a cut, bitch. It's just,
Yikes.
It's not yikes, honey. You're fucking old sex or yikes. You're old
Yes,
sex.
bro. I'm so ugly. Yes,
Are you
I'm bald, I'm
lying?
ugly, I'm
The more I look
skinny,
at your face,
I'm out of shape.
The more I look at your
girl,
face,
yes, I'm hideous. Yes,
when I
I'm
see your
hideous.
face, I see
I'm the
Mr.
ugliest
Ed.
bitch you
When
ever
I
met.
see your face, I see Mr. Ed. You horse face having ass bitch.
Yes.
Damn. So here's eyes right here. Some say the new improved, but she definitely has experienced a bold new makeover. What do y'all think of it? She cammed up, and some say she cammed up over there at Alan Logic's spot. Shout out to Yumiko, but I digress. And she decided to, I don't know what was her point, what was her motivation on coming on the panel, because it sure enough wasn't to throw shade at Breaking, or was it? Is that why Breaking got on the panel? We're gonna have to rewind. I'm gonna have to figure that out. What was she? What was she doing? How did it get to this point? and it seems like their kerfuffle is still brewing. Nothing stopped. And it's admirable, to say the least, that the two of them didn't back down when it came to an element of their kerfuffle, which was a major element, which was the supposed meetup and the battle in the ring. Two queens battling it out in the ring. One representing the AFW camp. The other one, what sector is she in? What camp? The Women's Protection. All right, let's say that she's representing the Women's Protection Network, because she's not representing the handmaidens. Let's keep it a buck. This woman is not representing the handmaidens. She is not a Dookie fan. Okay. Now, she was pressing me just a little bit, talking about we hate him, why that y'all hate him, yada yada yada. But word on the street is he never made an intro for you. Word on the street is he didn't make no cartoon picture for you, but he did for CE. What's that about? Let's read the chat before we continue on with this effery, because it's effery, all right. And if there isn't no effery, we will find it. If my name isn't an irrelevant in the sector, we're gonna find some effery and we're gonna spread it. All right. Let's stop. All right, let me stay on topic. Top of the AM photon in chat. What's going on, West Bank? West Bank been around. West Bank knows about what this sector is all about. And salute to these two women again for bringing the content back. Bringing, at least, even if it's just a delusionary thought in all of our minds, that they may finally meet up and put the boxing gloves on and bang it out once and for all. Will Stargate pull up to the event, whatever state it's at, and root for breaking? Will Sunbear and the rest of them Holy Trinity women pull up? Will We Unlock pull up? Will any of the handmaidens, who's on her side? I know. Shit. I know Mothra isn't in. Damn, she can't be in none of they. Wonder who Mothra want to see get their ass beat between these two. Let's keep it going. Yikes. What's yikes? Her camming up, the new look. You don't like her new look? The glasses
with that Timu wig on. Go ahead.
Look at, you saw her face when she was like, "What the fuck?" Listen to her. She was all smiling when she said the Timu wig. Look how her face changed.
Go run in them Payless pumps, girl. Go run in them Payless pumps with that Timu wig on. Go ahead, girl. You look cute.
This is all.
Look at her face.
Go ahead, girl. You look
cute. This is all natural.
Girl. Go run in them.
Come on, y'all. We gotta catch this. She switched up in a matter of milliseconds. Did you catch it? Look, she was all smiling. And once she called her hairstyle, her hairdo a Timu wig. She had to switch her face. She told me to put on the Summer Jam screen.
Payless pumps with that Timu wig on. Go ahead, girl. You look cute.
This is all natural.
That's the Timu.
Come on, zoom in real quick, Photon. Zoom in.
Okay.
It's giving drop. They should have. That's giving heat damage. That's giving color damage. It's giving kind of bad hairstylist. It's giving them roots is showing.
It's just a cut, bitch. It's just
Yikes.
She said, yikes. I'm wondering why she stopped doing the hair tutorials and wig tutorials. Did she really do this? Is it really yikes? What do y'all think? I mean, we never seen Breaking do hair tutorials. So we gotta give Eyes Antonia her flowers for knowing a thing or two about hair and how to just flip it and switch it and get multiple different looks on fleek, some may say, on point, stunning, jaw dropping.
it's not yikes, honey. You're fucking bold sex or yikes. You're bold
Yes,
sex.
bro, I'm so ugly. Yes,
Are you
I'm bald, I'm
man?
ugly, I'm
The more I look at
skinny.
your face,
Where are the wrinkles, AFWs? Can y'all hold this L, AFWs, at least for once? I know y'all taking a lot of W's, but can y'all hold this L? She cammed up. She over there in Allen Logic spat. She ain't got no wrinkles. She ain't got no Timu wig. She showed you her roots. She didn't back down from the fight. She said, where Danny at with the 5K? And you know something? WPN Women's Protection Network, Breaking didn't back down either. We got to get to that. She gave her an ultimatum.
The
more I look at your face,
yes, I'm hideous. Yes,
when I see your face, I see Mr. Ed. When I see your
She said when she sees her face, she sees Mr. Ed. This woman is heated. She did not like the Timu wig drag. She did not like the yikes and the oof and all the other ad libs. She had enough. She said, put me on the Summer Jam screen. I'm ready to call her a horse. Please continue.
face, I see Mr. Ed, you horse face having ass bitch. Your pussy got teeth.
Go get your teeth fixed.
Oh, whoa. Why you gotta bring her coochie in it? I thought y'all keeping it on each other's heads and hairs and other shit like that. You hitting way below the belt. But please continue.
Go get your hair fixed. Go get your teeth fixed. Let us see. Stand up. Let us check you out before you leave. Give us a full body view. Give us a full body.
See, I wonder if they fight, if Eyes is in the corner and she losing from all the body blows and jabs and uppercuts and rights that Breaking is giving her. And then she's looking in Breaking's corner and she see AAS and Stargate with their popcorn that they took from DJ Drama, but I digress. What am I talking?
View before you leave. Give us a full body.
Yeah, what them shoes looking like? What them shoes?
Let's see your press-ons, girl.
I don't have any press-ons.
Not today. Not today.
You see this ring here? I don't wear this ring for a reason. You see this ring right here?
What the fuck is that? What a T-Priest crystal balls? Because you know she don't need that shit no more. That shit ain't helping her, so maybe it can help you in your fists. Because whatever the hell she was using that very same crystal ball for and on her shitty ass timer filled live streams, it wasn't getting her nowhere. TMK ain't made her a music video in damn near over 2 to 3 years. You know why? Because she ain't beating that ass. She ain't shaking no trees.
the face. Yes, because you're gonna beat someone up. Yes, we're so scared, eyes. We're shaking in our boots.
You got on red bottoms?
We're scared. We're scared.
I need you to look at this.
We're scared. Yes, we're scared.
If you had some red pumps, that would look good with that outfit.
Yes, girl, we're so terrified. We're
I
shaking in
just
our
need you to know
boots.
it. I don't need. I'm not fighting. I don't have nails.
Yes, girl.
Why? You see, I blame Duke Farrell. I blame you leaving the sector because when you was in the sector, every time you cammed up, your nails was on point. Is that why you back in the sector? Well, Dieterell is busy. He cannot continue paying for your nails. Look where Tiff P at. Nowhere to be found. So you think you could mosey on back here and have the Godfather or one of his flunkies like We On Lock pay for your nails? Woman, get in line.
Look at him. You see those
Yes,
knuckles?
girl.
I need you to see the double knuckles.
Yes,
All I see is ash.
You see that
girl.
double knuckle?
Yes,
Bang,
girl.
right there. You see that ring
Yes,
finger? You
girl.
be in court talking about she
Yes.
you listen.
Yes, yes.
What in the carry and elbow did she just show us? Let's rewind.
Yes,
You see that
girl.
double knuckle?
Yes,
Bang,
girl.
right there. You see that ring
Yes,
finger? You
girl.
be in court talking about she
Yes.
you listen.
Yes, yes.
listen,
I'm gonna be in court talking about she ran. That's what I'm gonna be.
Why you got the Shaquana earrings though,
That
eyes?
$5,000 is
Them
a face
shits is
ring
giving
right
the
there, 'cause
Home
you gonna be at the
Depot.
court talking
Them
about
shits is
people
giving
who
hair
fuck
store
right
earrings.
when you get hot.
It's giving hair
Fuck
store.
motherfucking right.
Everything about you is giving
Just
hair
know that
store.
I
The
always
glasses.
Damn. Pay attention. Breaking is in her bag. Although these names. Eyes Antonia is still on the Summer Jam screen. We can still, and she's cammed up. Let's be clear. And just those additives really help to just add more points to her delivery, just to her whole dissertation when it comes to this back and forth. All right. But nevertheless, breaking is still there. Breaking the culture of silence. She's letting it be known your knuckles ain't shit. That crystal ball that you stole from T Pre. It can't help you in the ring. You're going to have to wear gloves, number one. Unless you want to do a bare knuckle, and even if you do, you still got to take off the ring, or you want to cheat. You want some Dookie style shit.
It's giving beauty supply. Yes, girl, it's giving beauty supply. It's giving Harlem. It looks like you got your ring from Harlem. It looks like you got it off the corner.
I like her.
Wait, what's up? And don't disrespect Harlem and getting stuff off the corner. Do you know the Apollo is on Harlem? Do you know what Apollo represents in the symbolism? Do you even know who Apollo is? Apollo will beat your ass, breaking. But I digress. Don't disrespect Harlem. It got Apollo. Who else is over there? All right, I gotta get quicker with these jokes. All right, but let's keep it moving.
Lipstick.
It looks like you got it from Harlem.
I'm gonna activate your third
Yes,
eye.
girl.
I'm gonna tell you that for
Yes, girl.
$5,000.
Give it St. Nicholas.
Ooh, she about to activate your third eye.
She gonna activate it, yes.
Wake you up
She
with
needs
your
to
third
activate
eye.
her own
That's
third
all.
eye.
It's called a one-hitter quitter, bitch, for $5,000. That's all.
Ooh, so I said she's gonna activate your third eye. This sounds like this is the face-off right here. Right before the match, she says she's gonna activate her third eye. She's gonna reawaken. She's gonna reawaken her silence. She's gonna really break the culture of silence on her third eye. That's what she said. All right, I'm just here to promote. Please continue.
All it's called. It's called a one-hitter quitter.
One hitter quitter ain't even going the round. It ain't. She ain't gonna do what She ain't gonna do a Mr. Fantastic. She just gonna knock your ass out in the first, not just the first hit. She said one hit, a quitter.
When you get your 5,000,
we're gonna have to holler at
That's how confident she is. She's so confident. She's like, yo, tell daddy, give me 5K. And it sounds like Breaking is so confident that you're not gonna beat her eyes. It sounds like she's willing to pull up 5K just to see if you really about that bark. And if you are, you barking at the wrong tree. She'll pull up with the 5K. With her gloves, with her boxing shoes. Not like cellulite. Motherfuckers wearing Jordans in the ring, but I digress. Where were we?
LB.
Yeah, let's holler at LB. Tell E.
All right, we're gonna work behind the scenes. So, all right, so you're not running from the smoke. You ready? You ready for this?
Speaking of running from the smoke, I hear the beef sector is dealing with some type of fire. May whoever's been challenging that fire, alleged fire, but I'm hearing there's some paperwork. I just got a quick in and out, detailed explanation from YouTube cameras. I mean, because what else can she do? She ain't funny. She ain't camming up like our woman. Shout out to Uppity. Shout out to Eyes. And Breaking ain't afraid of the camera or Stargate. And AAS said, shit, my ass is too fat to give these motherfuckers any more sweat. That's why I understand.
$5,000.
I don't know about that much. That's a bit high.
It's not high, nigga.
She can't even get 5,000 from her own nigga. The girl can't even get $1.99 for a bottle of water from the nigga that she spread her legs for, but she want $5 from my nigga.
Girl.
Breaking, you're wrong. It wasn't a bottle of water. I think it was a Snapple iced tea. He could not afford a Snapple. Maybe he could afford a water. Them Snapples is expensive. You know, they don't even put the motherfuckers in glass no more. But I digress. You would think they would be cheaper is what I'm saying. No, let's stay on topic. Her boyfriend, alleged boyfriend, because we never seen that mofo. Shout out to Brown Sugar husband.
Yes, horse.
You look like a seahorse.
Mr. Ed,
you look like a cute
the whole
seahorse.
9. That's big.
You're a hermaphrodite.
Yes.
You got a dick and a penis.
Woo! I didn't hear this the first time. Let's rewind. Yo, eyes pulled up really close to the camera to really. She really wanted to be heard and known. She said you a hermaphrodite. You gotta Yo, both of these women are too funny. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you.
But you want $5 from my nigga.
Mr. Horse face look.
Girl, yes. Horse.
You look like a seahorse.
Mr. Ed,
you look like a cute
the whole 9.
Wait, a seahorse. Stop. Yo, you're gonna have to get in the ring. Yo, Danny, you gotta get that 5K. She called your wife a seahorse.
That's big.
You're a hermaphrodite.
Yes.
You got a dick
Yes.
and a penis.
Yes.
No.
Yes, I'm a hermaphrodite. Yes.
No, don't agree. You know what they doing with AI and all the rest of that shit these days? Breaking. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of these motherfuckers.
Well, you the motherfucking change maker.
Yes,
you're
girl.
Evolutionary.
Yes.
You motherfucking pussy evolves just like a goddamn horse.
Yes.
Okay?
100%.
But
100%.
yes, you see, she admitted it.
Yes. 100%. Yes. So
Eyes, I think we could pull together $1,000.
Hold on. This is
Wait, what'd she get up for? Oh, coughing and showing her. Luckily, it's redacted. The coochie's redacted, you know, by a bootleg Gucci purse. And the hell is she wearing? But I digress. Let her stand up and show us some camel toe.
The challenge. I'm gonna give
okay. I stood up.
I said she wants $5 grand from my man.
She stood up for though. She get up for.
100%.
Yes. Yes. She admitted it.
Yes. 100%. Yes. So
I guess she want to show she don't got no eggplant print. I don't know. I don't understand that move. Cause she said, all right, she said, all right, I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take that. I'm a hermaphrodite. Yeah, you got me that one. You got me that one. I don't got no get back. And so right now, Eyes is basking in her knockout blow. But she didn't knock her out though. Pay attention.
She evolved just like a goddamn horse.
Yes, 100%.
But
100%.
Yes, she admitted it.
Yes, 100%. Yes. So
Eyes, I think we could put together $1,000.
Hold on, this is the challenge. I'm gonna give
okay, I stood up.
I said she wants $5 grand from my man to fight me, right? That's what she said. She wants $5 grand from my man to fight me.
All right, now we're back to business. Let's all stop trying to pontificate and strategize and psychologize as far as what they strategies and what they fighting styles are and what have been done. All right, now we're moving to the real conversation, the business aspect. The shit talking is out the way. They was talking their shit. I get it. Seahorse, hermaphrodite, yada yada. What was some of Breakin's punchlines? Oh yeah, she was talking about the Timu wig. She was speaking on the earrings, even though I helped her out with that one, you know. So I got to give myself some credit. Shout out to me, hit the Cash App, but I digress. Shout out to you, Danny, though. But yeah, let's keep this going.
Bitch.
Right, you want $5 grand. So she don't know the difference between $5 grand.
That's what I started off with.
Okay, just be quiet. I'm gonna give you a challenge. We gonna make it real then.
I said that a long time ago. But anyway, Breaking. I really gotta go.
No, we gonna give you a challenge real quick.
Have a good day.
I know you gotta run.
Yeah, she got to run just when the business starts being brought up, the paperwork.
That's what she do. So the challenge is this, Eyes. Since you want $5 grand from my man, get 100 from yours. And you must show us him actively giving it to you.
Did she hear that? That's the challenge. She's challenging you. Now, she didn't run. Eyes didn't run from the challenge of boxing. She said, I'll challenge you to the boxing match, but I first challenge you to come up with 5K. Does your alleged fiance? Oh, we gotta, she was going in. Eyes was going in earlier. Was it? Did she? No. She spoke on Netflix. She was throwing a lot of different stuff. We may have to find the full clip. It is my content. But anyway, yeah, she challenged her to first come up with 5K. And I don't think Breaking is impressed by that number, you know, especially if she's confident enough to think that she could beat her. Does Danny or anybody have to pay her that if she gets knocked out? If she goes the distance? And who will be the official? Will it be an official? Or is it just gonna be some random like Mikey? Because he's the king of the sector, right?
Why are you on your back, bitch? Because you spraying your legs for this man, but he wouldn't even give you $1.99 for a bottle of water. So if you want $5 grand from mine, get 100 from yours and we'll make it happen.
I think she's meaning $100, not 100 grand. Because Eyes was on the grand scale. And so I'm just confused. What is she on the same scale? I think she's just speaking of $100, respectfully.
Bottle of water. So if you want $5 grand from mine, get 100 from yours and we'll make it happen. We will make it happen, bitch. them pay less
Yeah.
pumps, girl.
Yeah, I think she was on 100 scale. She was on the grand scale. And she was like, "Yo, before we get on the grand, you gotta show forth just pull out a buck, pull out a buck, pull out a buck. You struggling to get a bottle of water, pull out a buck." So yeah, that's that clip. I don't know if we're gonna just go any further into that, just to hear their back and forth again for the full dynamics. You know, check out the last live. Respectfully, it was full of jam packed roastings and stuff like that. Ooh, she got Virilago, or Viriala, very apostemy. Okay, epitome. She got epitome. Okay, looking like a golden girl, but nah, really, that's not something to. Let's get to that. Let's get to that clip again. Let's get to that clip. Because I was wondering, was eyes always this pale? See, there you go. Thank you, Sec, for bringing up a whole new narrative. We let her take off the glasses, but look at even her hands and her neck. Did she get a chemical skin pill? Are those things still legal? What's up with her? Is she a clone? Who is this? This is AI. Thank you, the sect, for exposing the clone. Spooky. Wait, where am I? This is deep. Fish dinner kerfuffle. Oh, what you mean by that? Are you talking about their coochies? Yo, this one more outburst. You going in? You saying she got Verilago? You saying they is a fish dinner kerfuffle? I don't know what you mean by that. Eyes do look like Austin Powers these days. Damn. I was just wondering. Taking it back to the old days of just talking that shit in the chat. Come on, she may be old enough to be your mother, maybe grandmother. I mean, look at her. Come on, she looks good for her age. I mean, yeah, she looked like she gained a few pounds. She ain't been in the sun all year, maybe 2. Are those her real eyebrows? Why are they so high up? Who painted those? Is there any hair left? Shit. She looking worse than keeping it plain. Where her hair at? On them eyebrows. Them shit look AI than a motherfucker. God damn. Hey, what's going on, KRP? You see what I shouldn't be reading the chat. See, this I was just wondering, got me roasting. Come on. And the sect is talking about this grown black woman. That's not what we're doing over here. We just trying to promote a fight. I don't want to start another one. So let me take her off the screen. But I think she's very beautiful, and I think you guys do too. You know, y'all be trolling too much, unless I don't think you're Mothra. I do not think you're Mothra. I don't know who you are. You might be Mothra, but I digress. Woo! Breaking versus Eyes. No contest. Who you got? What you mean no contest? I'm putting all my money on Breaking for the knockout. And why would you say that? You think she's more athletically fit? Why? Because you don't think that a woman that looks like this is in the condition or right state of mind to win anything, not even a bottle of water. What does Breaking got that Eyes doesn't have? Do you think that she can go the distance? I mean, what do you think? What do you think? I mean, yeah, she gained a few pounds, but from what I saw, it didn't seem like whatever she gained, it hasn't made her sloppy. I think that she could go at least 3 to 5 rounds, especially if she has a good 3 weeks, maybe 6 of conditioning and prepping, eating more healthier, getting the proper sleep. I think she goes to sleep at good times, you know. But other training, you know. But I heard that Breaking already is familiar. She already's trained. She's trained in MMA, mixed martial arts, or maybe was it Brazilian jiu-jitsu? What was she telling me or telling the sector? Or just straight boxing itself? I think she's definitely been in the ring. But Eyes been in the streets. Okay. 2 different things. Can Eyes use her ratchetness, her street cleverness, and her attitude and unwillingness to accept defeat? Bring her to victory? We'll have to see. But we definitely gonna keep this story going, because if not, we'll be left running in circles. Bullshit ass narratives that ain't going nowhere. At least this may get into a boxing match and we all got content to review, laugh at, and discuss. So if anything, hit my Cash App for keeping the sectoring outside of this BS that's going on, because I don't give 2 shits about any of this shit until another body cam gets dropped, or until that judge bangs on the gavel and tells Dieterel, take his, well, they'll be telling the bailiff, well, let me not even go there just yet. I'm just saying, this is the best thing that's happened in the sector since the body cam footage. Now, don't get me wrong. Uppity is definitely trying to become Rookie of the Year. She's definitely trying to shake trees. She's been getting into kerfuffles over the past 12 months in this sector. She even made some content. But that's not top news like this, because it ranges multiple content creators' desks and thoughts and topics that they can do, including LV the Showman. This type of conversation can induct sponsorship deals, can induct other sectors, other supporters. So I'd rather discuss this than I made some AI pictures and you know, I put these goofies in some AI machine, and oh, look at them, oh, he's playing basketball. Fucking Goofies. Okay. Let's get back to the comments and then continue on. Shout out to this upcoming kerfuffle that may land in a boxing ring. We're working on it. So your job, Eyes Antonia, is to get your boyfriend, and she made it clear. Breaker made it clear. She said we have to see him. Just don't pull out $100, but like, look what my man gave me. Now come up with that 5K and let's get it on. No. We have to see him, or at least a hand. I don't know all the details of what she's expecting, but she want to see him pay you $100. And then we'll go from there. Now, if that does happen, and if Danny writes up a check, and we see that, or whatever is the process, then the conversation comes in logistics and the platform or platforms that will be authorized to view, to play, the live event. And then other things need to be discussed is maybe undercards and who may be in the running for us to talk to get on that undercard card. And that's why I brought up Uppity, because it seems like Uppity is in multiple kerfuffles with multiple male and females in multiple sectors. Can she make it happen? Is someone of the likes of maybe Brooke, Snoop? Who else? Who else she beefing with? Oh, Martha, I think. Let's get that happening. Anyway, that's what happens when you mix flour and water to make foundation bars. But I lost the context. Let me see what Slater's saying. Eyes for the win. You can tell she got them hands. You can tell. You seen her shadow boxing? What you mean you can tell? Because the way she does hair, you also do hair. So maybe you know something. You see something in the way she maneuvers in her hair tutorials that lets you know that yeah, she may be able to get that knockout. But I'm super serious. So Eyes, if you're listening, let me drop the link now, because this doesn't have to be long and drawn out and yada yada. We're staying on the target. We're staying on topic, unless Kip wants to land his plane and bring forth a body cam footage or more details and whatever updates he has details to update us with. And yeah, Stargate, she at work, so I mean, I don't think she's gonna hit the panel. So yeah, it's mainly for Eyes Antonia to tap in. If you can cam up. I'm thinking you're at work, so I don't think your boyfriend is around you to get really. We could have this transaction conducted live in Photonica. Hello, can you hear me?
Yo, come outside, nigga. Come outside, my guy.
Come outside where?
I'm around the way. Come outside.
You don't even know where I'm at.
I'm in the park that we always hang out at.
Pause. What you mean we always hang out at? You in that area where your cousin live or used to live? Now that was years ago.
No.
You know which
Photon.
cousin? Because I've
I'm-
met you around many. The cousin with all with the colorful hair. You know what I'm talking about, with the young guy with the dreads. You talking about that area? You in that area?
No, Photon. I'm in the park, Photon.
I don't know what park you talking about. I've been in multiple parks with you.
Do you want me to show the park? It's a yes or no question.
Yeah. Where you at?
You see, Photon. Gotta do some AI shit, Photon. You got to do some fire shit, Photon. If you're not, I don't know. Brother, nah, I'm in the park chilling, man. You know, smoking a nice little spliff. You know.
Okay.
I'll be, I'll be everywhere in Brooklyn. Come on, man. I'll be everywhere in New York.
I think you capping.
Okay, Photon. Okay.
I think you capping. I don't think you're in Brooklyn. You saying you're in Brooklyn? Cam up.
Yes.
Cam up. Show me. Show me something that I'll recognize to prove to me you're in Brooklyn.
Hey, speak easy. Hey, Smoke God. Hey, I be everywhere, Smoke. So, you know, if I want to pull up on Photon, you know, I got the key.
All right. What about the topic we've been discussing? Hold that though. Hold that for a second though. Even though you know, I understand you came on the panel, you introduced yourself, you steered the conversation totally away from what we're talking about. But I understand, because I mean, it sounds like you was on some breaking news type stuff. You claiming you're in Brooklyn. I asked you to cam up. You've yet to cam up. You say you smoking a spliff. What's going on? You in some park somewhere right now smoking a spliff in Brooklyn? Don't you got warrants? Don't you got warrants? You can't smoke in parks, my guy. That's against the law.
All that is done deal. It's a done deal. What's warrant do I got? You tell me. Since you said it, you tell me. Show me. Pull it out.
Look, I ain't on that Kip shit. I don't know. I know probably Kip may know, but maybe he don't know, because he could care less about whatever you dealing with, because you're a non-factor. What say you? Maybe you got lost in what I was saying. I'm saying is no. I don't know your paper. I don't even know what we talking about, Mikey. I just asked you a question. Do you have warrants? Don't you have warrants? Because last we spoke about something like that. It just sounded like you breaking the law. You just said that you smoking in parks and you can't smoke in parks.
I smoke all day. I smoke in the park all day.
Yeah, well, if the police
I smoke in front of the cops. The cops didn't even say nothing, nigga, yesterday.
Not in no park. You can't smoke in no park in front of no police, and the cops not gonna say nothing.
I was smoking in front of the cop. And
well,
nigga didn't
just like you can't
nothing.
smoke in the subway, and you saw what happened to you. Well, those might have been some nice cops, but I think you're lying.
Okay, if I'm lying, I'm dying. If I'm lying, I'm dying or flying.
Right? Well, we all dying, you know, in a sense. We all getting closer to that day, right?
Yeah.
So,
Photon, I could smoke in front of the cop. The cop don't even say nothing. Photon, come on, man, nigga. So it's what's that word?
Speaking of
what's that word that they passed?
Is Beasley deceased? You know that dude Beasley? Is that a rumor or what's going on? All right, your phone got cut off. So, but anyway, R.I.P. Beasley. I think he was on my panel about once or twice. Shouts to him. And that rumor hopefully is not true. But even if it is, I mean, death is part of life. And salute to you and your journey if that is true. Same thing goes for Professor Cupcake. There's a rumor out there that she's no longer with us. Salute to her and everyone else in the sector that have passed and have transitioned on. And if they're still around somewhere hearing this, salute, and you're in our memories. All of you are. If you guys are deceased. If you're not, come on. Sometimes you trolls be just trolling way too much. But Mikey, are you there? Can you hear me? Did the police get you? Are the cuffs too tight? Speak on it, Mikey. Let's see your body cam. Hopefully they're not roughing you up too bad. Shout out to the AFWs though. Eyes was dressed like Kill Bill. Extra. Remember when the bride had that battle with Lucy Liu and all her people? Of course, that was like the most memorable. You know, she swagger jacked the whole Bruce Lee outfit, right? Yeah. Yeah, you can swagger jack. That's what they do everywhere. Music and everything. You swagger jack something and you make it a remix, you make it better, or you make it your interpretation. And now you got two classics. It be like that sometimes. Shout out to Kobe, shout out to Jordan. Yada yada. But let them tell it what they saying. Who cares? They still mad that they're body bagged by T Pre and Mothra. Eyes did look like that old lady in Weapons. Mickey couldn't count to 10. Oh, Mikey. Mikey, is that true? Mikey, count to 10. Mikey, cam up. See, Mikey's just, I'm not saying nothing. Mikey, cool. I'm not going at Mikey. We're staying on topic. And still the topic is, Eyes Antonia, are you listening? Are you going to go live tonight? Because seriously, that's $5,000. Then the ball will be back in her court. She challenged you. Let's play that again. That part.
Ed, when I see your face, I see Mr.
So, she don't know the difference between
That's what I started off with.
Okay, just be quiet. I'm gonna give you a challenge. We gonna make it real then.
I said that a long time ago.
She said, be quiet. We're gonna make it real. I'm gonna give you a challenge. See, save all that. Photon wanted them some footage of Mothra and her a dusty ass mic or whatever they were doing over there with Uppity and standing there. Just a bunch of just then that dude is like, get your goofy ass content out of here. Nobody there's nothing to discuss in that. Same old. Yelling and screaming, over talking, effed up mics, dustiness being real. We get it. And what's new about that? I get it. The tumbleweed is still tumbling in Wyoming. So anytime two women catfight, particularly two black women, or 3 or 4, maybe add some men in it, it's a big deal. It's a thing. Well, newsflash, everybody ain't from Wyoming, and everybody isn't interested in bullshit that has no relevance, not only in the real world, but in these YouTube streets to any progression. So we'll pass. We good. We Gucci. Get all your views, get all your clout. Offer them. We don't need that shit. We gonna build it out the mud and stay within the parameters of the members within our sector. In our sector alone. Who them women? Mothra, Uppity. That ain't our business. And even if the business had to do with us, well, deal with that kerfuffle. You ain't even pull up at Burlington, so we know damn well you ain't pulling up on Uppity or any of her pull-up team. So stay your ass in your dingy ass, dirty, dingy, or did I say that? Truck. With your headphones and your glasses falling off, and stay working them AI algorithms that nobody give two shits about. But 4th grade minded individuals, matter of fact, kindergarten graded minded individuals and narcissistic goofies that's so thirsty to see themselves in picture form, whether it's clay motion or what have you. Just put me on the big screen. I's a star. Take your ass to the real stage like Hoodie and duck them tomatoes, cause them shits is coming. You're done. Who you talking about, Photon? The chat. Who got impressed by that bullshit. But let's not fall too far away from the tree that has given us this life today and maybe the days to come until the judge put them tight cuffs back on them criminals come June. Oh, the other one thought he could get out of jail with the get out of jail free card. Oh, I don't have to go to Hawaii. I don't have to drink Blue Moons and Modelos. I don't have to go to Dallas and shit in a Tiff P bed. So long as I could keep getting this healthcare money, that's all I need. So long as I got a Wi-Fi and I could cook Kip and Photon and them, that's all I need. I've been said, you know what you could do for content and to make yourself relevant? Not come up with goofy ass schemes with the handmaidens. No. Get your lawyer and come up with a good strategy of how you gonna get out of the predicament you in. That's content. If not, kick rocks. We don't give two shits about Clark. What the heck she talking about respectfully? We don't. Who is she? Cam the fuck up. Do you got hands? Can you cook a jerk chicken taco? Shit. Who's your Ebu? Shut your goofy ass up. We don't care. Now, back to the real topics. Back to the real agendas. And the first topic and main agenda is this boxing match. Okay, we have a guest, Tiny Waist, Big Mouth.
Hey, photos. How you doing?
Hey, what's going on?
I'm okay. I don't want to interrupt your content, but I seen somebody in your chat. Let me highlight them. Expose the clowns. If uppity is dirty, show the dirty part. The fuck? No, I think what's dirty is Trig's bloodline and his blood work, his records, all of that. You're not gonna sit here and put more onus on me for dealing with a child with autism than you do with moms that claim to have kids with autism, but they online begging out for 20K. Uppity don't be coming online begging out for nothing. Uppity be offline getting out of problem settled. Okay? So they took so many clips of my apartment. You want to choose to focus on, but Uppity ain't never had rent center. Everything now.
Why did you go over there though? Why'd you go over there, risking yourself, risking your dignity, risking? You know, it's a war, and you might get attacked by various different missiles. Why'd you go over there?
Okay. I'm glad you asked me that question, photo. And I guess that's just my personality. I don't know if you noticed that by now. But if somebody had my name, and I may have made a fraudulent slip, I don't feel that way. But I just got here, and I will let you explain to me why, because you have more knowledge on the sector. But I felt like he had my name in the title. He was lying on me, and I proved my point when I got on his link. To me, I felt like I proved the point. He admitted everything I said. Like, and that's what I need to be clear for the Umar sector who I'm beginning. And y'all may believe his lies among my truth. When I this nigga called me behind the scenes after he claimed he was going on a date. I only brought up the $50 to Stargate. He kept bringing it up to a point that I had to block his ass and tell him that my man gives me 1K every week. And then he was making allegations about me and how I live that I felt wasn't true. So I had to clear that up because I felt like he's used to women that need him for financial, even though he don't take care of his own kids. And to me, my character would never allow me to like deal with a nigga that is gonna be online paying bitches that can't pay rent and center instead of providing for their kids. So I just didn't like the whole narrative. So that's why I went over there.
Hold on. You get 1K a week?
Yes, that's why your messages got ignored, Mikey.
You get 1K a week. If you get 1K a week, why your fat ass look like that?
Why your fat ass look like this and worried about my 1K a week? Why you wondering
1K
why
a
I get
week,
1K a week?
won't be looking like this,
No, no,
baby.
no, no, no,
I
no,
will
you're on
not be
camera.
looking like this.
No, no,
I
no,
will
you
not
are
be
fat.
looking
You
like
are
this.
fat. You can tell by your face. Now, I
Oh,
want you to show
word,
me a six pack that you cannot.
word,
Yeah, you are fat. You
word.
are
I'm
fat
fat.
and you look older
I'm
than my
fat.
baby father. My baby father is 47.
Word,
Why is
word,
1K a week in New
word,
York City bullshit
word,
to you?
Your fat
Because you
ass
ain't
look like
got
that.
1K a week to give
Yo,
yourself.
your
That's
fat
why it's
ass look
so
like that.
after
1K a
around
week.
because you're fat, ugly,
You're
and disgusting.
delusional.
And
You're
you know, I'm not
delusional.
delusional because I could
Yes,
show it. I showed it. If I was
1K
delusional, I
a
wouldn't be able
week.
to show it.
1K a week. So
Yeah.
why your fat ass look like that? Look
Why
in
I
the
look like
mirror
what?
again.
Good? Why I look good?
Look in the mirror
I look
again.
good enough to not be
Look
talking
in
to
the
niggas like
mirror
you. Why
again.
niggas like you can't
Look,
talk to me
look
in real
in the
life?
motherfucking mirror again. If you
How I
can't
look
look,
mirror? Is this Mikey? Because you're the one that was on all my comment section getting rejected. And why are you walking? Yeah, because
I
you was
Yeah,
on
walk
what
all my
projects
everywhere.
is
comment
that?
section
Where
getting
you at?
rejected. Yeah, that's that fat ugly nigga. So why I
You
look
look like
like
he in
that?
I'm
Why
front
I
of
look
your
like a woman
spot.
you
You
attracted
in front.
to?
nah,
You in front of. You
nigga.
in front of. You in front of
Full
uppies.
time.
That look
I'm
like
in Brooklyn.
You
uppies
know,
I'm
he
in
would never
Brooklyn.
be in front of
I'm in
mine. He would never
Brooklyn.
be in
Full
front of my
time.
anything without getting
Full
his
time.
ass
I'm in
beat.
Brooklyn.
This
Don't
nigga
get it
would never be in
twisted,
front of my anything without getting his
you
ass
trying to
beat.
pull
Let's
up on
be
uppity.
clear. I'm real New York
nigga.
City. Yeah, he want to pull up on me badly. I can
Nigga, I'm in
screenshot
Brooklyn,
all the
nigga.
messages and videos and comment sections that he's in trying to figure out where I'm at and to meet me. Like I will meet with your
Yeah, he
disrespectful,
turned his
fat,
camera
sloppy
off.
body ass. It's not gonna happen for you. That's the reason why I get 1K a week to not deal with niggas like you, bitch. I feel bad for any woman that will respect her woman enough to have a baby by you. You can't take care of yourself, much like anything you produce. You're a bitch ass nigga. That's why you don't want to know why I get 1K a week. Yeah. I get 1K a week not to associate with niggas like you. So I appreciate if you stop coming online in comment section on panels pretending you could talk to a girl like me. You've been begging to be next to me. And Uppity said no,
Okay,
ho.
uppity, 1K a week. Why the fuck you look like that? Answer that question.
What I look like. That's what I'm trying to tell you. What I look like. I look like something you can't get.
What?
What do I look like?
Yo,
What
you
do I
want me to
look
show
like? I
you?
look like something you can't get.
You want me to show you some bad bitches I be talking to? I'll show you.
I would like to see them. I would like to see a bitch that deal with a nigga like you. I like you to put her on front blast, especially in New York City. She gonna get
straight.
clowned the hell out.
Hey,
I'll put her on the Facebook group
look,
so quick. Please show her.
look. I'm gonna
No,
keep
he
it
ain't
real.
got no choice but to be respectful.
Respectfully, with
He
your
ain't got
fat
no choice but
ass,
to be respectful.
I'll beat my
No, don't worry
dick.
about no part of my
I'll
body. Don't
beat
worry about
my
no part of
dick.
my body. I've been told Mikey months ago, whatever he feel like I look like, bring it to his group chat because I don't want no nigga associated with him attracted to me. God forbid I ever get single, but I stay put up by niggas that got the bag. So that's
Look at
what I
that.
look like.
I just walked to a nigga with a Rolls Royce.
Not you bragging on the next nigga shit. You probably
A
older than
nigga,
me.
a nigga
I
who
would
got a
never
Rolls
talk
Royce.
about
I
what the
just
next bitch
looked.
got. I don't give a fuck what the next
Come on,
bitch got. I'm
man.
talking about what I got, and that's benefiting me. How you a grown ass
Yeah,
man riding
yeah,
passenger seat and
yeah,
being proud
yeah,
about it? I could never,
yeah,
and I could never.
yeah.
This is what 1K look like. A bitch not fucking with a
1K a
nigga
week,
like you. If you're not in your 20s and
man.
desperate, ain't no bitch talking to a passenger side ass
Man, your
nigga.
fat ass,
It's not
your fat
appropriate.
ass is
It's not
delusional.
appropriate. What
Your
we
fat
talking
ass is
about?
And I
I
must
know,
say,
delusional.
uppity, you
yeah,
stood on
but
business
your
over there. You
fat ass
stood on
ain't got
business.
1K. Uppity can sit her fat ass at home and get 1K faithfully. The fuck you talking about? And that money better go up. Or I will probably consider child support. What were you talking about? I deal with niggas that got it like that. You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know.
Do not make me pull a strange person.
No, you can't pull shit.
And
Because apparently your
ask them.
sector could pull out that you needed a bus trip, bitch. Okay? Your sector could pull out a bus trip. So what? So what you mean?
I'm here.
My teenagers got cars. My teenagers had cars.
That's what's up.
My teenagers had cars. And now they got cars as young adult. You a whole fat nigga that's unattractive. Your peen game probably whack. Yeah. Your diet is terrible. You can't keep up. You can't eat good pussy. That's why you where you at. Living on family to family member, and they using you for Social Security. It's a tragic situation for you. Meanwhile, my son would never. Yeah. He's less than 25 and know he got to be the man and the boss. He wouldn't accept nothing other than that. Yeah. That's how we raise him over here. That's how we raise him over here. He's the man in his household, and that's all he had to subscribe to. Not your fat ass going around walking. My son is driving in his mid-20s.
That's a shot. You want cookies for that?
But now you know where it is. Now you know where this 1K comes from.
You want cookies?
Not dealing with this fat ass niggas like you. You've been trying to be on my best. You've been trying to talk to me. I've been rejecting you. I don't want a cookie. I want your fat, ugly ass to stay the fuck away from me. It's 6 packs or bus, nigga. You got to have a 6-pack, a Caribbean accent. But if you don't got the Caribbean accent, you got to make it up and pay. And the Social Security is not doing that for me, my guy. I'm not interested in that. And if you ugly and fat like you, I promise you got to have that billionaire money. And I got to be going through some tragic things in life because I can't be sold.
Look. If you don't look like my girl.
I don't care what I need to look like to you. That's what you don't understand.
If you don't look like Beyonce,
you can't change the dynamics at this point. You can't change the dynamics at this point.
You ain't
I've never been on your channel or your comment section trying to get with you. Everywhere I go, you're trying to tell me you can pull up, and I tell you no. Save your bus fare and train transfer. I don't want to meet you.
If you don't,
I have never told you I wanted to meet with you. So whatever I look like, it was good enough for you to risk yourself numerous times trying to get with me. I don't know what the bitch you thought you could get, but I wasn't one of them. Just because you could sit with me on the panel, don't mean you could talk to me in real life. You're weird. I don't give a fuck if you was my next door neighbor. I have you beat up or locked up. Either way you want to get it. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on what you went
That's
to.
That's what's up.
So don't ask me about my 1K. Cause you know, I'll show it. Don't play with uppity.
It looked like you on the Lower West Side,
Mikey. Not from New York. Y'all the one that said Mikey's from Miami, and I'm starting to believe that shit because anybody from New York City, they would not be that desperate online. Like this nigga has been on so many comment sections.
Where it looked like he had uppity. Don't it look like he over there?
Now he's mad and he's giving off that New York City video, like when they be showing them screenshots. But anybody that's really from New York City would never come at uppity crazy because I can have you beat up. That's a fact. I won't do it because I just ignore you niggas. I'm just saying, like, you wouldn't talk to me for real, if you was really from New York like that. But yeah, this nigga's under my comment section trying to get with me. And he's probably watching way too many rap videos where they can just curse women out that rejected them. And that's what he's giving right now. He's giving Rochester, New York, never New York City.
Pre-fight contract. We were talking about an upcoming boxing match that we were trying to work out the particulars on. One of the things that came up was an undercard match. And I was saying that
hold on, photo. I just saw your chat. Would Lemon like to come up here and explain why he tried to induce and try to pretend he was a straight male and the Mo 3 sector to another dusty nigga like himself? The only difference is Lemon get women to pay his way even though he's gay, and Broadway is just like a dusty nigga in general. But Lemon went all the way to Broadway's channel calling you a Coca-Cola head. And now he's in your chat acting like he ain't say none of that. Would he like to hit your link and talk about that shit? And I'm mute.
Did I say daddy? I meant Danny. You know, it may sound like I said daddy, Danny. Or maybe I was doing a joke. I don't know. But yeah, it looked like you over there on the west side, Mikey.
You need to, man. You need to. I want to see you tell a photo that to his face.
Oh yeah, what's going on? Yeah, what's going on? What's going on in the beef sector?
I've been told you about that photo. It don't look like he's denying it, so I would like him to address that to you.
So do you want to fight Lemon?
Why would I want to fight him? That's your battle. Do I look like a mammy?
My battle.
No, he said that. He said that about you. And he's saying he come up here and confront it. That's what he said. I gotta lie about it.
You look like a hippo. That's what you look like. That
big I look like a bitch that you could never achieve. That's what I look like. Yeah, and you know it. Be quiet.
Yeah. I could bag any shorty.
He must think I'm royally privileged. I don't deal with fat ass niggas online that ain't shit in life. You got me fucked up. You got me fucked up. I ain't no Renton furniture in this
good, shorty.
You got me fucked up. I'm a real New York City lady.
1K a week.
I'll take it out the mud before I deal with Renton. But anyway,
so did you explain why did you go over there on enemy terrain and risk catching a body bag, getting a headshot? Okay, we got Lemon in the building.
Yeah, I didn't risk anything. I did my big one, but I want Lemon to do his big one right now because he introduced you on that link. Go ahead.
All right. So what's the question again, Anthony? What you said?
You went on Broadway, and when you were trying to be like a straight alpha guy, you said that
I know a straight alpha guy. I was on Broadway's link. I ain't been on Broadway's link.
No, this happened. No, this happened recently. I'm not talking about the recent. I don't know what happened with you and Jay Dunn recently. I'm talking about. I said this like maybe a week ago. You went maybe a week or two ago. You went on Broadway, and he was like, you know, Shakim. You were telling Broadway about Shakim. He was like, him and Photo. They met in New York, and then they dipped off to do Coca-Cola together.
I haven't been on Broadway's panel.
It don't matter when it happened, but that's what you said. I remember what you said.
Wait, hold on. Let me tell you something about me. I don't have a fuck thing to be scared about. When I even told, matter of fact, I think I was at Photon's show when I even brought that story. And when I said, I was talking to Photon when I said, no, you're mixing up story. I have not been on Broadway's links in months. And I was
hold
on, listen. I'm telling you what I said because I said to his face because he's right here. What I said was, I said, thank you. I said when I think I was arguing with Photon, I was talking to Photon, I wasn't arguing, my bad. And I had brought up the fact that he linked up with Little Dirt and them out there, and I said, I heard about y'all dipping out to go get some Coca-Cola. I said, and he said, who said that? Or somebody said T Pre said that because I think she was the one who linked with them out there in New York. So I didn't say this on Broadway.
Okay, I remember all that, but I know you said it. So that's all I wanted to say. I wasn't lying. I wasn't lying.
No, I didn't say he was lying, but I never bring. I don't go to the Mo 3 sector and talk about Umar's sector shit because they don't know these characters.
That's what happened. Photo, did that happen on your channel? Photo was here. That did not happen on his channel. That happened in the Mo 3 channel. And you was talking about Shakim. You call him Little Dirt. But they was asking you something about your sexuality concerning Shakim.
No, they weren't.
And then you brought up that situation. That's what happened.
Uppy, are you mixing up story?
I'm great. I'm great. That's what happened.
Uppy, hold on, slow down. I have not been on nobody's link in the Mo 3 sector in a long time. Let me think. The last time I even probably been on somebody's link in the Mo 3 sector, shit, I can't even tell you because I ain't been on no links in the Mo 3 sector.
Whenever it was, Limit, I may be confused about the date. I just remembered it when I got upset when I heard that you had did something to me. So that's when I found it and I myself.
But
you said what you said, and that was on Broadway's panel.
Hold on.
It was on Broadway's panel. It wasn't on his.
You can ask Broadway. I ain't been on Broadway. I have not been on Broadway.
I wouldn't ask Broadway, bitch ass a goddamn thing. But Broadway don't even know this nigga exists. That's my whole point.
Hold on. Listen. You was on my panel. This is the day you were arguing with. You was in a Mo 3 sector. You was at Mahey. I think you was at Mahey's. And then you was at YouTube cameras earlier. Remember you said you was hitting links and then you came to my show at the end. That's where you got into it with Brooke. Up until that point, me and you ain't had no issue. You was on my link. and we was having a good time. You turned your camera on because Brooke had some pictures of you sitting on some shoes or whatever, and you said, I can show my ankles right now. You showed your ankles, and that whole situation happened with Goosebumps. Now, prior to that, did nothing happen until the next day when Goosebumps red ball my live and he saw that thing. You blew that whole situation out of proportion and flipped on me for no reason. When you had left my show, I even gave you the floor for like 20 minutes to rant and talk your shit before you left my panel. I didn't do a fuck thing to you. As soon as that shit happened with Goosebumps, you flipped on me and started dragging me out of no fucking where. When we were cool, I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't do shit to you. How you gonna just flip on me out of nowhere because Goosebumps fucking red ball my life?
Let me, because you like to do that. You like to push the movement, the goalpost. I totally agree with what you say. Maybe eventually we can have a conversation about that on your channel because they don't really like us talking about stuff like that over
But
here.
I did.
But what I'm talking about, hold on, let me
Hold
let you talk. I didn't say nothing. But what I'm talking about, and like I said, I may have the dates confused, but you already admitted it. And Photo, this is his channel. I don't know why he's being so quiet. But he could easily tell if it happened on his channel or not, but it did not happen here. Maybe I had the dates confused, but you damn sure went over there because
I said it. I did say it was fine.
Hold on. I know you admitted it, but how I remember is this. You was in the multi sector. It might not have been Broadway channel. It might have been somebody else. It could have been at that time, maybe the captain, if it was that long ago. Who knows?
Nope, I don't fuck
but
with
it
the
was
captain.
somebody's channel. It was somebody's channel that was not the Umar sector. They don't know about Photo. And they were every time you go into those certain channels, they question your sexuality in the chat. So
no,
you
they
had
don't.
brought up Shakim. Yes, okay. People go look at anyway, that's fine. Anyway, so they had brought up Shakim in that situation because that's all they know because they don't normally go to your channel. So when you come over there, they always bring up that thing. And then you said Shakim and Photo had dipped off to do Coca-Cola together when they met up in New York City. Now this
No, I said go
T3
by.
incident,
I said go by it. I said go by it. I said go by
I
it.
knew
I
about
said go
them
by it.
meeting up because
I
I
didn't
got the
say they.
video of that.
I didn't say. I didn't say they did it. I
But you
said.
did say that. You
I
already
did not
admitted you
say.
said it.
I said they. What I heard, I said when it was clubbing somewhere out there in New York when Dirt went out there. I said that T Pre said that Shakim and Photon did stuff to go try to find some coke. I never said they did it. I said what I was told. Yeah, I did say that. Mm-hmm.
And you aware that T Pre's messy, right? And she likes to run with narratives and make
right.
them
But
up.
Photon, I'm not saying it's true. I wasn't there. Like I'm just hearing. This is what was said to me, but I didn't say y'all actually did it. I'm dragging
but why
Shakim.
is Photo what now? Hold on a minute. I got a problem with Photo because why you now want to interject? He's the one that brought it up. Like I see the video.
Well, why aren't you interjecting about this person talking about you got roaches?
I wasn't
You
told that
cammed
y'all
up and
did
showed
those
2 shopping
do
carts.
Coca-Cola. Huh?
I'm saying why you want to talk about that when currently you just cammed up showing 2 shopping carts and you being dragged in multiple chats.
Hold on. Why would I care about being dragged about having a mommy and me shopping cart? That's a plus as a mother. When you training your daughter up in the way that you know, why would I care about them having that as anything? Like that's weird to me. I'm a stay-at-home mom for a reason, and I track niggas.
Did you call the feds on Lemon? Did you call the feds on Lemon?
No, I tagged the feds. Yeah, because I was not about to let them make my daughter content. And then I heard earlier, you allow him on your channel. I didn't even know he was on your channel trying to be the conversation over here like he did to the multi sector about you. Now, you don't want to discuss that, but I would gladly discuss this. I would gladly discuss this.
Not in the multi sector. You don't believe him?
You brought it up. Let me tell you why. Because I did get information after this is, and the feds can look this up. I seen after the fact that I was in your video, but I had no idea that Lemon was on your channel earlier that day, bringing up my child for content again, because what they said wasn't true. And what his explanation, that may be true to him, but it wasn't true to me. Because anybody that knows me in his videos on my goddamn page, usually when I get a pedicure, I put it on my page all the time. I talk about lymphedema. Everything I talk about that I can help people in a proper way, I show them. So I show my feet all the time. That particular incident that she showed, my ankle is not going to look like that the next day. My ankle, and that's what I was showing, but not really, because I didn't have a pedicure. So my ankles wasn't even that swollen. And I could easily, so if I care to like fix any narrative, But if I'm going to be an advocate for something, why not be a full core advocate? I'm going to just show it when I show my pedicure. And that's why I was in the dark and everything that I said wasn't true. And I did not want my daughter to be content. So of course, I'm going to tag anybody where they're going to make a situation where it's okay for people to use their page or and then the content creators themselves spin a narrative. That's not okay. Because when it comes to my children, I'm on their side first. I've never been secretive about that shit. So unlike you, I can address any issue.
So is that fair? Are you saying that Lemon has some type of fascination with your daughter? He's always bringing her up in multiple different people's chats and panels, including mine?
I said he was allowing a platform. You cannot put words in my mouth. I said he's creating a platform. See, one thing I can never be accused of is accusing a man of situations that I don't believe to be true. That's not going to happen online or off. So that's why my words mean God. So if you want to sit there and get apple juice, or because Lemon did allow that weird bitch room shaker to sit there and try to drag Nyla and then create an audience to drag Nyla. So yeah, I'm going to do that because most people ain't going to go to Room Shaker platform. But if you have a big enough audience, or a big, like in binary case, a big enough audience from a sector that people can personally harass me and my child, I'm going to make that available. And then once I did, people didn't have that same energy. So like I tell people, I'm inviting them to do the same thing they feel like I'm doing to them, because I don't sit here and make content or available for content. It was already admitted, like she was barely on camera. And that and the intentions he probably thought happened, that wasn't my intentions. I have so much feet videos up. You can't think it was. Like I wasn't concerned about that.
When that whole situation happened on my show the night before, I wasn't even in Pazar's chat. I was there at the beginning, and when Goosebumps hit the link, listen, I left. I went to go take a nap before my show. Then I got sent $1 Cash App from Lady Nika. They told me to come back to Pazar's show. I went to Pazar's show. I said, "What?" The Goosebumps was watching my show because he wasn't there the night before to see what happened when you was up on the panel. He scanned through and found a moment and told me, "Hey, look at this." I said, "You know what? I'm going to sleep. I'm gonna go look at this timestamp." And then I said, "Whatever." Uppity had camera. You was on camera for like 10, 15 seconds. They if you pan through your room when you were showing your feet, whatever. And I said, you know what? I'm just gonna delete this live and we're gonna keep it moving. It wasn't even supposed to blow up and be this big ass deal. Wasn't nobody doing what you did, what you thought was happening in that moment. Then when that moment kind of exploded and people found out what it was, when they finally revealed, when I deleted the video about what it was, it blew up to this bigger situation. I'm like, okay, well, Uppity cool with me. She'll come hit the link and whatever. But as soon as that situation blew up with Goosebumps, you literally flipped on me. And I'm like, me and Uppity was just cool. She was just on my panel the night before. What the fuck happened?
You said that.
I was not trying to.
Nala had hold on, let me. You said Nala had a pamper on and she didn't. You and this nigga was you're skipping very important parts. He went live like, okay, if it would have ended at just like you just said, because they were trying to make it seem like she sent some big money. You the one that had to come out and say $1 to eventually protect yourself, because people was acting like they was doing something in Nala's interest. So you're the one that had to come out and say, oh, somebody sent you $1. A person that's constantly begging for cash apps. You know what I'm saying? So it went into nothing except that he was going live, hitting the pen. How he just said, even if he thought, we know it's not true, but even if he thought it was true, like had y'all just erased the video and not made it content, because Uppity did not step in until like a day or two later, like, wait, what the fuck is going on? And then when I stepped into it, VS stepped into it a day later. And because they want to listen to more people than the child's mom, that's not my problem. But I stepped into it like after a day or two. I'm like, wait a minute, because I didn't watch y'all lives. I was on your live, but I know people was like, oh, Uppity get down, but nobody said anything nobody said had anything to do with Nyla. Everybody was like, oh, Uppity just get down. Libby's playing in your face. You can see it in my comment section. People were just saying, oh, Uppity get down, Lemons playing in your face. So I'm like, well, no, I was just on Lemon channel, acting up. It wasn't nothing that serious. But if it was, let me know. Everybody said, no, it wasn't nothing that serious. And you said yourself, nobody knows anything until Goose Goofy brought it up. And then when Goofy brought it up, it was content for like days. And I said something the second day. And then VS said something the third day. And so it like I said, it was a lie about what they said. So that was my problem with you, because you said she had a pamper on and Nala doesn't even wear Pampers. And the person that initially brought the Pampers into the situation with Demon Soul, and he was trying to go like, oh, she's a licensed social worker. What type of licensed social worker gonna send on poverty panel doing he and Kiki with the shit that she does on a daily basis? Like, you're not gonna play with me. And then they kept using you, and then Binary kept trying to say like, oh, she had Nala up there naked trying to set Lemon up. And I said, okay, y'all want to play these games, and you went to my Nala got a pamper on, and I was drunk, and I'm showing my door. Okay, let's play these games with the real government officials, because at this point the video is not coming out, and people are allowing to spin narratives that I don't like. So yeah, I'm gonna do that because they can access the videos easily, and we can.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Nobody even saw it. Hold on. Nobody saw the video because once Goosebumps brought it up and they wrote it in the back chat, they told me about it. Didn't nobody know what we were talking about? So as soon as it was brought to me, when I hit the panel, once I got the dollar cash app and I went to Bizarre's platform, didn't nobody know what we were talking about or what they not we, my bad, what they were talking about. And they brought it to my attention. I had already deleted the video when I was on Bizarre's link. When they called me up there, I had deleted the video. So even let's say hypothetically, once it was revealed what was said, they couldn't go to my channel and find that video because I just deleted the video. I'm not monetized, so I'm like, I'll just throw away the video. I deleted it. I deleted the video. So by the time I dropped down and they continue having a conversation, because the chat kept asking, what was y'all talking about in the back chat on the panel? We want to know. We want to know. And then that's when Goosebumps and them told the audience what it was. But if the people went from Pizarro's live to go to my channel to go look at the video, it wasn't there because I deleted it. It was gone. So that's why they felt comfortable talking about it. I didn't make a big deal. I'm trying to go take a nap before my show. So I deleted the live.
But hold on, Lemmy. You just admitted Uppity had nothing to do with the situation. Goosebumps brought it out. Goosebumps made it content. Poverty made it content. Demon Soul came out here. Lady Nika, all these people came out here with these different role narratives. You had to bring out she gave $1. And that's when people really started looking at her crazy. Because she was going to go along with it like, oh, she just gave money to save my child.
No, she gave me $1. She gave me $1 because I would. She gave me $1 because I was in the chat earlier.
Nobody knew that. Nobody knew that. Goosebumps was trying to put it like he was so concerned for Nala, a licensed social worker, and Nika was a great grandmother. Like that's what it was given until VS actually and you answered the question.
No, but to be honest, their intentions wasn't to make it content. This is what happened when Goosebumps was storming through my live. He said, "Oh wait, I think I saw something." He brought it to their attention. They wasn't even with the panel. People that was on Pizarro's panel was not even talking about my show. Goosebumps like, what happened at Lemon Show yesterday? Like anything crazy? And they was like, yeah, it was some fights. It was this and that. He's like, oh, let me go look because Goosebumps be on the panel, but he'll be watching lives. He went through my live and he saw that portion. Pizarro wasn't talking about your daughter. Nika wasn't talking about your daughter. TMO wasn't either. Goosebumps just seeing that moment, and Goosebumps was coming from a good perspective. He was not trying to sexualize or make it a big deal. I didn't even think him bringing up this topic was going to blow up to what it did. It was
yes, you did. You just to get rid of the lie. In a row. You doing like I got the clips on my IG. You're making jokes about a 7-year-old her panties. Like
I was not making no jokes about nothing.
Goosebumps did. That's why I said this was happening for 2 days in a row, and that's why people contacted me because these are people that I don't watch, so I wouldn't know. You know what I'm saying? So people contacted me. It wasn't just Lady Dimple. Several people contacted me. I said, "Do you know what's going on?" I said, "No." And then I did what I had to do. So if I felt like I was in the wrong, I wouldn't have contacted. Or like I'll do things in private, but I didn't even contact everybody but the FBI. Just Goosebumps and Lady Demon Soul. Because if you're supposed to be a licensed social worker and you're trying to go along with this, yeah. And then I'm gonna have to get Lady Nika if she want to send any cash out. But I never said anything until they kept trying to make it content. So like I said, in that case, I don't even get along with VS, but I feel like VS is the only one that did the right thing, or it would still be content at this point. Because at that point, I had not been on any of y'all panels. I had not been bothering any of y'all. And then when you go through all of this, I don't do content about you. So I didn't understand that.
No. So when it got brought up to that aspect, when BS got to the story, we weren't talking about that story no more. She had finally got wind of it. She then gave her commentary about it, but we had moved past it. We went through it again because she had finally gave her when it got to her desk, she gave her version and her commentary on the situation because we had already tried to move past that situation because it blew up out of nowhere. Nobody was trying to make this drag out for days and days. I was sick of talking about the shit. I'm like, but unfortunately, it happened on my show, so it kept coming back to me because some of the people who was involved in the story that wasn't supposed to be a big ass deal, it kept
But
coming
my
up.
thing
That's it.
is,
But
like
you were
I
cool with me.
said,
You were cool
you
with
was
me.
no,
All
no,
you
no,
had to
no,
do,
no. But
no,
it
go
was
ahead.
cool with you, and then you tried to imply that I had a drinking problem, and I shouldn't have my child on the internet. My child wasn't on the internet doing nothing. All of
I
those
didn't say your child
things
was
that
doing
y'all
that.
made
I
me I
said
had, she
you
was
had told
jumping on
me
the
no
couch.
uppity.
She was
To be
literally
fair,
sleeping. It had nothing to do with
uppity.
drinking.
I didn't.
And
I
then
never
you try to
said
keep,
nothing.
and you know, hold on.
No,
You try to keep including Mahaya. Mahaya had to come to my channel because poverty is another one that was trying to keep twisting the narrative. Mahia had to come to my channel and say, because like I had told y'all guys the whole night, Nala was sleeping. If she had woke up during the time that I did the ankle day, I probably wouldn't have known because she probably just came to the couch to go to sleep. And she didn't go to my room to go to sleep with me, but it had nothing to do with drinking. It has all to do with her wanting to sleep in the same bed with me. And sometimes
uppity.
she do, sometimes she don't. But Mahia
And
came
that
to my channel already said that I had my lights on and they never saw Nyla. And yeah, I kept trying to make it a drinking incident instead of holding Goofy responsible for seeing my daughter without underwear when it wasn't even true. Yeah, I kept trying to move the
okay,
goalposts.
that was right. Okay, so it was a white shirt, pink pants. We got that established. It was not a pamper, none of that. We got that. But what happened was in my live, if you remember this was the like you started at YouTube cameras. You work your way from YouTube cameras. You went to the Mo3 sector, and then I was the final stop. You said, "Lemon, this was one of those days where I'm just cutting up, I'm
No
piano
limit.
hopping."
I had went from
You said,
no limit. No limit. I was at YouTube camera, which is early in the day. Then I
right?
had came back online later on. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
I had went to your link, and then as always, that weird ass bitch would try to come up here because I think I was on my. Oh yeah, no, I think I went to Mahay earlier,
Yeah,
and then
that's
she
when you
went
was
to
doing the white challenge. You was arguing with Lady Wu,
right,
and it
right,
was you was
yeah,
on
and then
camera.
she
And you
went
was
to
doing a baby
Mahaya's
wipe.
panel. Yeah, exactly. She went to Mahaya's panel, following me, saying like, "Oh, she's only over here with y'all because she got kicked out the B sector," and then that's when I went to your panel because you had the most numbers at the time in the B sector. So I said, "Lemon, did I?" Did I go over there? Did I get kicked out the B sector? You was like, no, you never got kicked out the B sector. I said, okay, thank you. And that was it. And then she came up there doing all that performance arts about my ankles, which wasn't true because everybody know me. No, I have no problem showing that. Like I said, I show when I get my feet done. It's hard for me to get my feet done a certain like I used to do it all like every 2 weeks. So, but they still get done. But I wasn't gonna show my feet and they wasn't done to your audience. So I showed it in the dark. And that's why I didn't realize Nala was there because I had just been on my hair live for like an hour with the lights on and she wasn't there. So that's the only thing I was saying. But the whole situation got blown out of proportion because of Goofy bringing up Nala in a situation that wasn't true. You trying to back him up. They were trying to back him up. And VS was the one that told the truth. That was it. And that was all. And I was going to leave it alone, but these people don't want to let it go.
Man, I've been trying to shut that whole situation down. I was saying it wasn't a big deal. It wasn't like trying to exploit or sexualize nobody's child. It was, hey, did you see this? This looked like this. And then I said, I'm gonna just delete the live, whatever. I didn't want to make this a big ass story. I'm like, if Uppity got any questions, she was just on my channel the night before. She can hit my link and say whatever. You then got mad when you heard about the story. You flipped and started dragging me in the process. And I'm like, what the fuck? She was just on my
You had
link.
on the pamper and it wasn't true. I
I didn't
sure
cut
did.
you out.
I can
I
admit
know
that.
I did not. I did not cut you out. When you heard about the story, you went from you felt the way because you're a parent and you felt like I was exploiting your child and you turned up
Right.
on me for no reason. And it's like you could have just came to me, hey Lemon, what the fuck is this? Like, well, I feel like this. You didn't do that. You went elsewhere and started dragging me in Goosebumps and whoever else that was involved in the story
Where did I
without
go
having a
elsewhere?
conversation.
No, they goofballs click another link and
um
start trying to
you
spin that
went
narrative again.
when the story's caught when this is you went to BS live. That's where you
Right.
was.
That's the only live I did. After that was the third day y'all doing lives about it. Third day.
But why didn't you hit my link when when you and I didn't have no issue
For
and
what? Why didn't you
it was
clarify
being
it first
because
before
if
you went with his narrative?
no. When people was spinning the story around, I was saying, hey, it was not this. He was just saying, hey, you should delete this because it looks like something and it's not. And I said, all right, I'm gonna delete the video. You already knew I was under attack, so I'm like, I'll just
Can
delete
y'all
the
wrap this
video.
up? I mean, can I get a $10 cash app for all this beef sector
No,
content?
you
What's
can't
going
get
on?
nothing. Well, I don't know if you want
Nobody
to get
knows
money
what
No,
y'all
off
I'm
me
talking
because
about, but
you
Von
active.
A though.
No.
Nobody knows.
This came up here about you, photo, and you try to flip it
Okay.
around about me, and now you mad because you're not going to get your favor. But I get what you're saying, Lemon,
but
and
listen,
maybe I captured somebody late.
but we'll continue this conversation in the beef sector. I'm finna
Right.
drop down and get my day started. I'll be live later
I'm
today.
finna get dropped
Photon,
down
thank you for
too.
having me. Thank you,
All
Photon.
right.
Salute.
No,
Salute.
ain't no thank you for having photo. He should have addressed. He should have addressed you about now. You Lemon left. You should have addressed Lemon about him already admitting he did bring your name in. I don't give a fuck about the dates. Lemon could be lying. I don't think I'm lying. I think we can meet in the middle about the dates. But at the end of the day, I asked you to address him, addressing you about having a Coca-Cola thing. You wanted to make this about me and Lemon. I tried to stop it, and now that it's not going your way, you seem like you're getting mad. But I'll get
No,
down
it's
there
just
and
there's
get down
nothing for me to address because already he said he got it from T Pre. So that told me all I needed to hear. You know, it's a fictitious, made up narrative for whatever reason. I'm not even interested in finding out what the reason for the made up narrative. I mean, people gonna do what people
But
do.
you
All I
interested in
heard what I
mine
need to hear,
though
so there was
against
no
my
point of me
child because I
speaking
didn't even
further
know that
on it.
they was able to come to your link and do that. That's why actually it was Shakim that told me that because I didn't even know. Shakim the one that told me that. So you wanted to talk about that though, and I've been killed that conversation. Like as you can
I
see,
wanted to talk
I've
about
been
what?
tagged the FBI.
Oh,
They came to your link to talk about
right.
my child. I don't go around talking about you, photo. So that should have been your conversation. Because I'm not the one that be going around here carrying your name around in a disrespectful way. Everybody that come over to you is because I say, you know what? Photo is one of those people in the Umar sector. He really likes his
But Dookie
sector.
carries your
You're
name
not
in a
gonna catch him in
disrespectful way.
any.
Did you
Hold
check
on,
out that
Let me
AI
finish. Let me
video?
finish. Huh? What you
He
said?
had your name tattered on the woman's shirt or something like that. A woman, a a big bodied woman walking across a dirty crib with roaches everywhere.
Well, and that
And then
was
you
a
jumped on
lie.
his
And that was
panel.
a lie. But just like you're not concerned, I'm not concerned. We see why he's concerned. Why you don't want to talk about that's way more official when I went to his link. And I asked him, I said, because he know that he cannot lie. Jay Dunn was behind the scenes. Like I said, I never asked this nigga for shit. And I'm from the
But don't get me wrong,
big beef
you body bag Raw B. You did. You cammed
and
up.
him too. And him
Okay,
too.
all right, speak
Because
on it.
I body bag him more. Because you know why? You know why, photo? You know why I body bag him more? Because I got him to admit it. Then he gonna say lies and put me down and try to attack people. Like in my sector, y'all sector numbers, but if he really had it like that, he would have had at least 300 people. You know how many people don't like me in my sector? And it's at least like we don't know the accurate amount, but we gotta give it to at least 2K. Like it's so many people in my sector. If it's really like that he could have got more numbers. He getting a lot of hate numbers, but I body backed him too because I
Did you
had him
feel
admit it.
threatened that Raw B got her husband to jump you to help with it? She
Right,
couldn't
I
get like
did feel
somebody like a T
threatened. I
Pre.
did feel
She didn't get
threatened. I
nobody
wasn't
else. She
used to
got her
that.
husband. What?
Right. I didn't feel threatened. I felt threatened because I'm like, why are you gonna came up with your 5 o'clock shadow, acting like you smiling like it's okay that a nigga is attacking me. But meanwhile, when I was on your link, and that's what I was trying to bring up, photo. When I was on
What do you
your
mean by
link,
that 5 o'clock
remember
shadow?
he
What do
was
you
on
mean
the
by
link.
that? What do you mean by
The
5 o'clock
5 o'clock shadow.
shadow?
You niggas know better than us women. Like she got a whole
You talking about he
tent
had a
around her lips.
she had or him?
Robbie privilege got a tent around her lips.
Oh, come on.
Like, yeah, you know how you guys automatically do that on purpose? Women are suffering from type of PCOS type shit. If I got the wrong name, y'all can correct me. I'm not above correction. But she cammed up when her fat ass nigga was cursing me out. That's when she chose to cam up and go outside of her AI avatar. And it was smiling with her fake hair, twirling her fake weed, with her real face, with that PSS, with that 5 o'clock shadow. It's probably due to I'm just saying, I don't know. But I was saying to him, and that's what I was saying when I was on that panel, because I was kind of like in displeased because when he was on your panel, he wasn't doing all of that. He was very nice. That's why I didn't expect to have an argument with him. But then that's what I was saying on a lot earlier. I was like, well, I think the Umar sector got their own version of like the clumps, which is Brooke and Malik. Like, we got a bitch that's gonna be out here fighting for any nigga that give her a cash out because she know her fat nigga can't do shit, but support her doing that. And I ain't mad at it, but I just see
one
what
thing
it
I
is
gotta
now.
give her a flower. She got a man to fight her battles. I think that's how the story went when it came to Cellulite fighting Mr. Fantastic. I say that to say when it comes to you and your
He didn't
issue,
fight you.
do
He
you
didn't fight
do you think
you.
you could
You was
find
very disrespectful that day. He didn't
who
fight you.
who didn't
You.
fight me? Well, I
Cellulite.
don't
He
know
didn't
the
fight you that
story of
day, and
the
you was very disrespectful.
what
And
day.
while she was live, you must have erased that live. When you was live, I was bringing it up. I was like, first of all, she was live. You was live. She had like 21 people in the chat. You had like 68 people. And I was like, well, she seemed like she need more help with numbers. And then he was literally fighting and staying in your panel. And you was just letting Kip have his way. He was basically pleading to you like Malik be pleading to Pills for a voice on your channel.
It's wild you
And
would
I
say
didn't
that because
understand
Kip was
that.
saying the complete opposite. Kip, I think, was feeling I was allowing him to have his way, and I wasn't
Oh
allowing
no,
Kip
that's
to.
not true. That's not true. He
Wow,
said
different
that. You
people
know the
see
day I'm
different
talking about?
things. Do I know a video?
Yeah, do you know what video
Yeah,
I'm talking about that I came up here?
Yeah, I think it was the one where they were going back and forth, Cellulite and Kip.
Right. And you
Yeah,
was letting Kip have his way. You wouldn't let them talk about nothing.
well, that's
Even when in my
argumentative.
live with Umar sector, I brought that up. I'm like, well, and then like this happened twice. That particular time, he was literally begging you because I can't even blame Stargate for that time because it was different, like men coming up there. I think Smoke God came up there and other guys that came up there, and they wanted to have a conversation with him.
Let's get to the point. Let's get to the point of that. You cammed up. You showed your body. Were you expecting Raw B to cam up and have a
I did
body
not
off?
show my body.
Do you want
Stop
to have a
lying.
body
I
off
did
with
not
her
show
or
my
something?
body.
A
That
twerk
never
off or
happened.
something?
I would never try to show
It
my
didn't
body to a
happen.
fat nigga. Let's correct that. Let's correct that.
So
Let's
you wasn't
correct
trying to
that. That
seduce
never
Cellulite
happened.
and Dookie?
Absolutely not. That fat. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. No. First of all, Uppity ain't gotta impress no motherfucking body at all, except for the guy I'm with. So, like I said, my body is impressive enough to keep me put up. Uppity's been put up since 2018. Ain't never had no problems. Every time I try to be single, Scorpio won't let me. So I ain't never show my body to that fat sloppy bitch. I would never show my body to a nigga that got me written on Renton Center and performing for Triggs, who don't pay for his own children. Like,
Good.
and I judge a nigga by the merits of his life. Like, I'm one of those people, and I have no problem admitting I'm judgy. I judge the fuck out of you. If you're gonna take care of me before you take care of kids, eventually I'm gonna be below your children. I don't respect a nigga that ain't got no morals and standards in life. I like that's probably why I like the Caribbean niggas. Like, they very open and upfront with their bullshit. So
Okay.
I like shit like that. But I would never deal with a nigga that's gonna disrespect his kids. And I used to say mom, but it just depends on the relationship, I guess, sometimes. But for the most part, if you don't respect kids that come from you, you can't get closer to God than your own children, in my opinion. So to me, your kids are the better half of you. If you can't treat the better half of you right, you ain't gonna treat yourself right. You damn sure ain't gonna do nothing with me. So I would never show Triggs my body. I have never did anything for Triggs except told him to leave me the fuck alone. Triggs is the one that thought he was gonna give me $50, and I felt like that's why I feel like that video went my way. Don't be listening to haters in my sector that's gonna try to make him seem right. That's why he's over there performing. See, like, get like photo. I don't know what you be having in the battles, but I can honestly see I never seen you going over there trying to like gain an audience. If he was so right, why he over there in the B sector with my ops?
Who?
Using all of the AI pictures, and he's supposed to be so good at it. The bitch AI picture he using, all the men in the sector that fucking love Uppity be dissing the fuck out of her. And so I'm pretty sure he found somebody else, and he hopefully he listens to my video, but because he been giving $50. Ghetto been controlling bitches in my sector from the black sector with $20 for years. That can never be uppity though. Uppity is not under no standards. Not with limit, not I don't. If I fuck with you, it's because I want to. It's not because you could do anything for me, bitch. That's what I said, and it's the truth. And he had no choice but to admit it that day. Like Jay Dunn was, and that's his friend. Jay Dunn was behind the scene. He done gave Jay Hunt $500. I admitted on your channel photo, I said, I brought it up to Stargate because I wanted to get under her skin. I wanted to get on her nerve. We was beefing. So I admitted that. But as far as me like talking about his $50, it never happened. He was lying. And everyone in my sector know it because there's plenty of people in my sector that give me $50 all the time, whether it's for Nyla or me. So by him trying to make it seem like, oh, I was so impressed by $50, he already lost. That's why he only got 89 votes the last time I checked. But that nigga is a liar. And he got blocked months ago. Before this beef even came to the point that it is, he got blocked. And once he got blocked, he was talking crazy in the chat. And people screenshot it. And that's when I went and dragged him in the Umar sector. That's it and all. But he's a liar. He's a narcissist. And he cannot take accountability. And he's really mad because he had narc injury because he thought he was going to get uppity $50. Uppity is cute and thick. Them ugly bitches that you be paying with 5 o'clock shadows and not exfoliating body reviews. I don't know how they know how to exfoliate their body, but like the bitches that he paying, it's a difference. All this furniture is paid for. Uppity gonna get her $1K a week. I don't gotta kiss no nigga ass. I ain't never met online. I will not kiss Nala Daddy ass, and he give me $1K a week. Fuck out of here with that $50.
Would you be interested in being on the undercard of a boxing match? I'm trying to put together or be part of putting together a boxing match.
No. Uppity ain't got to fight another fucking. So are you okay? Uppity is uppity. If you hit me, I'm gonna hit you back. I'm not real be privileged. I'm not out here scraping and scrapping to survive. If that was the case, they would put that out here. Only thing they could do is send like screenshots of Nala, like, and she hasn't even done it recently. She didn't even do it all the time in my old apartment. But any little thing she do, they got a whole thing where they talk about, oh no, toilet seat, and that's because her daddy brought me an orange one. It don't matter. But if you can see how clean the bathroom was, they made a big thing about that. Some people just don't like you. So no matter what you do, they're going to make a big thing about it. That's why
it's not even asking you, do you want to fight in a boxing match, Raw B? I'm asking you, well, they just be a part of an
because I believe somebody like that has probably been affected. If you're going to do strange things for change, for Cash App, I probably feel like you got some type of inflection. I'm not going to fight nobody. But if you hit me, I'm going to hit you back. That's it.
Right, but I think I could have swore I heard you talking about pull up and you beat somebody up in 4K, stuff like that. But I guess that's
no.
What
I said was no. That's not true. Let me correct it. There has been plenty of people that cannot handle my mouth and said they was gonna pull up. Let me give you the people. They said that because I didn't tell Bro B I wanted to fight her out, but I told that her fat ass nigga was this. I'm not used to people talking to me like this crazy, and I know how you look. So you do like the rest of the niggas pull up, and I bet you get beat the fuck up. But yeah, the people that said they was gonna pull up on me, I told them go ahead and pull up. And whatever borough you think gonna be the safest and watch you get beat up. Uppity will not be there, but I will have the video. I don't have to lie about my life. Like I don't have no criminal record, like at all. So it is what it is. But I do.
Well, I'm saying an undercard competition or challenge. Maybe if you may not be able to meet up in the same location. I was trying to have this box match and even the undercards meet up in the same location. Especially if it happens in Brooklyn, I could provide the gym, the boxing ring, and other things. But if it's unable to happen in Brooklyn, or if certain people are one place, and we could still have challenges like for you versus a Raw B, or you versus whoever you have an issue with right now, or you want to challenge them to something. It could be anything.
No, I like debates. So, like we could challenge each other to debates because, like, I would like to challenge Raw B to the debate of why you took that body cam footage off. Because I would like you to give me that footage and I can show you by proxy. it'll stay up. Like, yeah, I don't know. Like, didn't you take that body cam footage down? I would like to do a debate like that because you let a slow bitch like that don't even know how to get laser surgery. If she scanned some nigga out of 20K,
Wait,
I would
what?
think she would
Laser
be able to afford
surgery?
like laser surgery. But I would like to challenge her, debate you about anything. Like you be letting her be coming up here and say anything, and I'll do a debate because if this bitch don't know how to beat a rent center charge, and I never did rent center, but if I did, I think I would never go to court for it. You know what I'm saying? But I would like to debate about that body cam footage to see why you two will let it stay up. Or we could just not do a debate. You can give it to me and I'll put it up and watch it stay that way.
Right.
So we could do that. Because you from Brooklyn, but I'm from Harlem. Two different nature, two different beasts. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah, you all over the place. I don't know how to answer that.
No, it's the right answer. Like you're gonna give me the body cam footage, or you gonna let that bitch threaten your channel and not let it expose no more because this nigga is a narcissist. He wanna hide behind his flaws and try to intimidate people through knowledge that's not weak.
Are
Like
you prepared to
I
get
would
them
like to
strikes?
prove my
So you're
knowledge
not afraid of them strikes? You're not afraid to get a cease and
I
desist?
will monetize off
Uh,
that video. I promise you right
what
now. I'm
about
not
you won't
afraid
be
of
able
no
to play
strikes.
spades no more? You're gonna lose your spades
No,
chair.
no, no, no. I don't play spades on my channel. But I'm
No,
trying
I'm
to tell you,
saying,
like,
but
we
but
do the
Dookie ain't gonna be happy with that body cam unless you talking about another body cam.
no,
And
no, no.
I
I
don't
don't
know
give a
how
fuck
Raw
about
B got
Dookie.
anything.
I don't give a fuck
So then
about
what are you talking about
Dookie.
a
That's what I'm
body
trying to tell
cam
you.
for? What are you talking about?
Cause I want Dookie to be exposed. You
But you
got
was
the
like, give
evidence
me the
hiding, and
body
that
cam, and I was saying, look, if I give you the body cam, you might get some copyrights, you might get some cease and desist,
that's
you
fine.
might
And
get
I'm
some
telling you, I'm gonna
handmaidens
take that.
coming
I'm
at your
gonna
neck.
handle that. I'm
Um,
gonna handle that. I'm gonna handle
you
that.
might
And
get
I'm
some
telling you,
AI.
we
You
from
might,
Brooklyn, they're Harlem, two different pieces.
oh,
I
you
can
already
handle
got put
that.
in
If you
the
send it
AI,
to my
but you may
email,
definitely
I
not be able
got
to.
you, boo.
So what about the spades? You like the spades games? So
I could play my own space game. If I took the time to make my own settings, I could, but I got real life shit going on. So I set up my own space game, but I've been told him fuck him in his space game. I be playing space. But if you give me that body cam footage, I'll handle
okay,
whatever come with my
you
way.
want the raw footage. You want the raw body cam footage. All right, okay, we could
Yeah.
work that out. See, I have to speak to the judge. I'm gonna have to reach out to the courts and see what they may say because this is
I
exclusive.
promise you,
This is
I'm gonna take the
exclusive.
charges all by
This ain't
myself,
public.
photo.
We
I
can't
would
show this
never
to
implicate
everybody.
you. I would never implicate you because I know Brooklyn don't be playing around with that snitching on them shit. So I would never implicate you. So allegedly, wherever I get this information from, you would never be the source.
Okay, thank you, because that body cam, it exposes certain personal information.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
And photo, let me tell you this, you always do me proud. Even though sometimes you get on my nerve on the panels, but I have never seen a cop cam a photo talking about do I owe child support. But I have seen photos saying like I gotta end this live because I gotta go get my kids. So I can fuck with photo. Like, cause people that didn't want me fucking with tricks, they didn't want me fucking with you either. But there has never been no,
Well, I don't want to have
even
make
from the
this a
start,
comparison of
ever,
who's a
ever been.
better father or who
Well, clearly there's a
who
better
shit
father
stink
there. If
worse.
you beat on no. There's no something. No. We gotta handle that because like I don't like when black males because y'all have no problem pointing out things with women, but clearly there's a different and there's a line when you are online paying people. See, you up here trying to get money, photo. But Triggs is out here paying everybody except his kids. To me, that's a default. Now, some people see life different ways. So some women might find that shit attractive, that they would take money from their kid because we have seen the videos on talk shows and other vehicles where they think that shit is attractive, that niggas would take money out their kids' mouth to feed their ass, And then we got women like myself. I like niggas that will get money to put money in their kids' mouth, you know, and help me get money in mine. So it's a difference. So you give me that video evidence, and I'm gonna put some money in my kids' mouth. I'll
What's up with
monetize
you
off that
said
bitch.
video? You said what? Video?
That cop video.
Okay.
Whoever can send it to me, yeah.
All right. Yeah, that sounds like some motion. I don't know what you're gonna do with it. Are you gonna do a
Let's
review?
see.
You're gonna go live? You're gonna do a review?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I'm gonna go live. I done already read up on the YouTube rules and stuff like that. I'm gonna be on camera reviewing this body cam film like
Oh,
everybody
you're gonna
else.
cam up too? You're gonna cam up
If
with the
I
two
get
shopping
10
carts?
views or 100,000 views, I'm good with it.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? You just gave me the chance, and that's all I wanted.
Okay, that definitely sounds like a narrative. I mean, we were going over this upcoming boxing match, but it sounds like
Oh
you
no,
got
no,
a
no,
whole
no, no.
new
That's not
you're
helping my
keeping
kids
things on
out. My
these
kids
YouTube
would hate to
streets.
see uppity fighting. My
Okay,
kids don't
all
want to
right,
see me
right.
fighting because I raise bougie kids. Yeah, so they don't want to see that. Yeah. But if you try to touch me, that's what I'm trying to tell you. You're not gonna see me fighting. But if you hit me, I'm gonna hit you back. But my kids don't want to see me fight. I don't want to see myself fighting. My friends
But you
don't
don't
want to
think
see me fighting.
that you would be able to knock out somebody of the likes of maybe a Raw B or a Lady Snoop? Because I heard Lady Snoop was
Well,
trying to
I
throw some
don't
jabs
know.
at you. What about
I don't know. Well, you know what I'm
Misunderstood?
saying? When
Who
you
else you got beef with?
No, I don't have any beef with
Oh yeah,
Misunderstood.
Brooke.
And then Lady Bone, her beef is personal. Like it just depends on what's going on. She doesn't like the fact that I tell the truth. I just gotta tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? If people want to tell the truth about me, I have no problem with that. I just ask you to get context to it. But a lot of these people, there's no context. There's just desperation. And I get it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at it. And I'm willing to do that because you know what I'm saying? If they get my channel, they get it. I'm gonna get my 1K a week regardless. And I'll have no strikes on my channel. And I would like the Renaissance receipts as well. Yeah, and then I would like to have like a conversation because me being a stay-at-home mom, it helps people at sometimes, you know. I can get friends with somebody that's a Renaissance worker. We can get into the details of this and have better understanding than a lot of you try to have. Like, I'm willing to do this with my free time because they bothered me. You know, that's just how
Man,
I roll.
with your free time, go to the gym.
No, because I might attract a nigga like you. I want to be unattractive.
Mikey, do you know Uppity's channel?
I
She
want to
said
be
that
unattractive.
she's gonna review the Dookie Cam footage. Or you gonna pop on her link?
You know he
Nigga,
don't like that. You know that.
I don't give a fuck
You
about
know
that
he
shit.
doesn't want that. That's the only reason why he's pretending to be unattracted to me. Like he's like photo, you have got so like aggressive with him. And I don't understand that because you have shown way more. That's why I said these niggas ain't shit. They always want to stick together. You always have shown way more camaraderie to like Mikey and his weird ass ways. You know what I'm saying? Than to me. And it's weird to me because Mikey has been in my comment section on my community board trying to get with me in a sexual manner, in a biblical way. And Uppity
Yeah,
said
well,
no.
Yvonne A, what do you want to talk about, Yvonne A? Do you want to hit the link and give us some ideas, some pointers in the chat, what we can talk about that suits your interests? I'm willing to compromise. We have maybe a guest that might be able to help steer us. Was this Mikey again? Oh no, this is Rev G. And Stefan, is this the real Stefan, Prince of Sheba? I don't know, but I'll mute.
I'm mute too. You be using my line, but I'm mute too. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I did jack that from you. Shout out to you. Yeah, I got that from you. I did. I'm glad you recognized that.
What's up, Photon and Guest? How you doing, sir?
And shout out to Cooking. We all got Cooking from Smoke God. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I wasn't cooking until Smoke God brought Cooking to the sector. I'm gonna keep it 100. And I'm not even being funny.
That's
he related it and he made it work, and it just seemed like it traveled further than just our sector, along with Kerfuffle, who just left. Which one of you petty Negroes?
Was that Mikey?
Oh,
all
right, then that's all good. It's all good.
Yes, that's a blessing in disguise. Yeah.
But it looks like we got an all-star panel. What say you, Stefan? Oh, now Stefan left. All right, who cares? But I wanted to know because he's from Philly too. Does he think the Sixers are gonna win? I know I'm gearing away off the topics, but I mean, what's the name?
Coming up here to argue with Uppity, but I'll mute again.
Oh, Stefan got an issue with you? Damn. Maybe he want to
Not
cam up and
damn.
show his
Who
shopping
knows? One day he
carts.
want to kiss my ass. One day he don't. See, one thing I don't like fair weather friends. You like me or don't. You're not gonna kiss my ass one day and next day not. I don't need that.
Oh,
I'm enough for
wow.
me. So
So
I mean,
he be on and off the fence. He's a flip flopper when it comes to just
correct.
Uppityville. What do you call your place? Your territory? Do you have a
I'm
name?
still
Does it
thinking
have
of a name. I'm still
okay?
thinking of a name. I got too much like stuff going on.
Facts. But yeah, he's here. I don't know if he wants to drag you or to address your statements that you got from a T pre of all people. But yeah, we hear Stefan. Can you hear me? Or Stephen?
Yeah, what's up, what's up, Futon? What's up, Futon? What's up, Uppity, Tiny Ways, Big Mouth? Can you hear me?
Hello.
Yeah, there's someone else on the panel. Do you want to acknowledge that person?
And Pills is
No?
on the chat.
Everybody is.
No, that's not Pills. That's
What's
Rev
up,
G.
Pills?
Block on me.
Hey, Pills.
That's Rev G. Okay. All right. All right. Y'all don't have to speak all at once. Y'all came on the panel.
I came on the panel blindly. I knew that Uppity was here. Hey, Uppity, how are you? How you doing?
Hello. Thanks for the acknowledgement. How you doing?
I'm good. Yeah, I think Photon was right about you going over to Ray Phibbs' channel, because there's no clearing up anything with these folks. They don't care about clearing anything up. They just want to exploit you any way possible, get views, get cash apps from attacking people. So, I mean, that's something you will learn.
No, and I did learn that, and that's why I said I didn't disagree with his initial statement, but I just wanted him to handle his own things. But
I must say though, not to cut you, but to cut you, I want to say that the fact that you cammed up though, the fact that it was y'all got to say though, the way she cammed up and how confident she was, I'll give you your points. It was very attractive that you cammed up and you stood on your business and you didn't run from none of the smoke.
Can you wait until she finishes? My God, damn. I mean, ain't this her show? Go ahead, Uppity.
No, I kind of wanted Photo to finish because this is the first time, because Photo's an
she wanted to finish a compliment.
I kind of like no. I kind of like that about Photo. He's kind of an asshole, so I get it. So I feel like his comments was genuine, and like I said, I agree. Like maybe in foresight, that probably wasn't a good thing, but I was just trying to explain my reasonings. But I get what you guys are saying, and I respect it, and it won't happen again.
Yeah, it's a waste of time, really.
I'm not saying. I don't know if Rev G is saying that. Don't go over there. That's something that they would tell you to do. Like, don't go over to Photon. No, we're not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm just wondering. It was just why would you put yourself out there and set yourself up for that type of
no, you're right. And my own people were telling me that. And you don't have to tell me not to go over there because my own people did. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't until I went on that platform, my own people was hitting me up outside of the Umar sector. They was like, but you got to know your worth. And I don't know if you guys seen the tags and stuff because apparently they was trying to play with it. And like he said, they don't really care about the truth about anything. You know what I'm saying? So I get what you're saying. It's not a controlling thing that I'm thinking. So I feel like it's coming from a genuine place. So that's
right. Also, but if your spirit calls you to go over there and drag somebody, do you,
Right. And you got to realize, so you're dealing with liars, habitual liars who also lie about how they look. They create that's the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life. They be having avatars that are prettier than them, skinnier than them, and it's talking.
Do you know what I mean by 5 o'clock shadow? Do you know what I mean by 5 o'clock shadow?
Yeah, I do.
Lady, as soon as you took the avatar away, you had a whole 5 o'clock shadow with a, with a fat ass figure. So it's not it's giving your avatar. It's and especially if you live to me, I know I look good, so I would never be over here on some AI pictures. of anything with my life or nothing like that. Like when I want to learn how to make things with AI, that's something totally different.
Right.
But like if anybody that live within the AI and then in real life, they got rent a center. That's the only thing you need to know. You don't have to do that in real life. And I'm
the purpose of that comment I made was that if a person can lie on themselves and lie on other people, I mean, they will clearly lie on you. So that's, and yeah.
No, you're
Well,
right. He lied on me. He lied on me. He did.
Yeah.
And she did too. So I was like, I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm over
All
it.
you gotta do is show the body cam. Show the body cam, you play the body cam footage and he's crying about the cuffs are too tight. And he's like sitting in the back of the police car talking about, oh man, I'm really going to jail. I can't believe I'm going to jail. I have the worst luck
And he cried
ever.
about child support as a man. That should make you feel some type of way. Like, how you going to launch tricking, but not with your kid in real life? Like, that's crazy to me. So that was my angle.
But I thought it was funny when the police was saying that he had something, a warrant, and he was giving them all the reasons why he think he would have a warrant. He's like, could have been this, it could have been that, it could have been this.
It could have been child support, it could have been parking, it could have been this, it could have been that. And then you look at his skin, he's not washing on a daily. He's not settled in life. He's not comfortable as a man. You know what I'm saying? The only thing he got left is to talk to chat and make an AI about people in the sector. Now he want to talk to, and he's not getting enough of y'all, so he got to go to uppity haters. But at the end of the day, from what I seen, majority of these guys, they got their shit together as men, and you don't got that.
Well, if you like playing games, I have a new game called Mugshot Mania, and it's like all his mugshots, and you got to match it up. So if you ever want to play a game, so like right now, damn, so I don't got a match. But if you ever want to play a game on your channel, you can play Mugshot.
This.
There you go. And see, here's the latest mugshot, and then here's the earlier mugshot. I mean, he got 27 years of mugshots. You realize that? Dude has 27 years of mugshots.
That's crazy. You got a match game.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I can send you a copy of it. I mean, I got, we got deluxe.
I would love one.
Oh my god.
We got a deluxe copy.
And I would donate to all the juvenile systems. This is what you don't want to do. This could be your life.
Right.
Oh wow, there's that many?
Yeah, he got 27 years of mugshots. Right now, I got a set of 8. I could have done a set of 27. And that'd be a long game. So this one is just, you just got, I got a match, y'all. I got a match.
I wonder how long ago that one right there is. So that's the one that that's the most recent one. That's the one we thought he actually looked at. Like,
gotten that way. When you was doing his matches, why you
no,
think
not,
his face got
that's what it looks like now. But the other one, we thought that's what he looked like currently. That's when the women were like swooning after him. Like,
right.
T-Free and Carrie Ann were swooning over
after this nigga that looked like
no, that picture, but
he's
like the one. The one mugshot
I've seen
that one right there. That's what the women thought he looked like. Uppity. That's what they thought he looked like right there. Yeah.
He looked like
that's before the sector body bagged him, and that's after.
Right.
What you women had going on? I think he was attractive. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're gonna go brown skin, I'm trying to think.
But you don't think that in that one picture he looks alright? Uppity? You don't think in that one mugshot he looks alright?
Definitely, you got a picture of Mike. It's like kind of.
Is my mic fucking up? Okay.
Yeah, it's bleeding. Yeah, this one was all the women were like, oh yeah, he could choke me. He could choke me.
That's the one. That's the one they like.
Yeah, yeah, that's the one that said he could choke them, but ain't nobody saying that now.
So Robbie privileged with her 5 o'clock shadow. She's imagining that. And that's what she about to get. That's what she gonna get.
That. Yeah, let me stop. Yeah, yeah, I do need a board. I will get a board for the game. I just ain't had time to do all of that, but
you need a board. We need a board. Call the board Trouble 2.0. Call the board Trouble 2.0.
And the reason why I did that, this man, he did a whole, like, I think it was like an hour, 2 hour live stream accusing me of being a predator of children. He had To Catch a Predator music in the background. He had all this stuff about me.
What?
Yeah. They had a whole campaign, him and some other people. But God is still good. None of that. None of that.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. Stephanie, your mic is still messed up, but I was gonna ask you: was you able to like vindicate yourself? And I hope legally.
I mean, you know, I'm still working on some stuff legally, but it wasn't really anything to like vindicate. I mean, they tried to send letters to my employer. You know, Mothra sent an email to my church lying about being a member and asking for an investigation. They were like, "Who is this person? She's not a member of our church." She gave her real name and everything, and it backfired. That was like 4 weeks ago.
Wait, hold on. Are you the pastor that was on the other day with Stargate? Because I'm not judging you, but that was hilarious. So you're the pastor that was on the other day. She's
that
like,
was
we
on
all
the
going to
what?
hell together.
No, that wasn't me. That was Monkey Man. No, that was King Kong Monkey. That was the drunken monkey. Yeah, that was the drunken monkey. Yeah, King Kong crazy. That
he tapped in over here.
No, it was hilarious. It wasn't no foul screaming, but it was funny.
No,
he was over here. Wow.
No, when he loses monetization and he gets drunk, he comes over here and start, throwing monkey shit and banana peels all over the place.
I need to find that clip of when he showed up on Lennon.
I hope you're going to take care of it legally. I'm sorry. I'm going to be quiet to this. I'm sorry, Stephen. I'm going to be quiet to this.
Go ahead.
If somebody with Raytrix community bad history, I think you should definitely handle him.
Oh yeah, we're working on
something. If you're gonna go that far with me and you abuse women in front of children, like you shouldn't be able to do that ever again in life. You know what I'm saying?
I had a conversation. I had a conversation with him, shut him down, made him go in his feelings because I'm like, you talking about being a man and you actually attacking women in front of their children. You're not taking care of your own responsibilities, and you got 27 years of petty crimes. I mean, from the age of 18 to now, this dude gets arrested almost every year, maybe twice a year for silly stuff. Taking license plates off of people's cars, driving without a license. And it's sad when you can age a person. You can see a person's age by their mugshots. That's some crazy stuff. And I wouldn't say anything unless you were trying to put that stuff on me.
But the last one was a dramatic change in age. That was crazy. Like, that was wild.
He got he knew crazy with his life, and he live in Atlanta. So I'm sorry, the stereotypes are going to come into play, and I would definitely take his ass to court. Don't play with me.
He has enough court. He probably about to go to jail anyway.
What's interesting though is remember there was a whole video clip of him buying a Jeep or something for his daughter for graduation or something. It was like a graduation gift. So that in comparison to like you have like a warrant for child support, that's crazy. Like, cause you just was that real or not? You know what I mean? Was that fake?
Video.
It was.
No, but I'm saying like we saw a whole video of him giving a gift, a new Jeep to what we think is his daughter.
Right.
And
so was that his
outstanding dad?
He didn't have to. That wasn't his biological though.
See, I'm not sure.
So he was doing that to try to get close to the baby's mama.
I think it was his stepdaughter. I think that video. Not the baby's mom, like an older girl and then a younger one. Like that's about maybe 1 to 3. And that was an older girl that was like.
Yeah, but he got repossessed anyway.
Wow.
Oh wow.
He got repossessed anyway. So
I mean, my daughter's still driving around in her truck.
Yeah, I wonder when that was.
About $50 for my fucking 7-year-old.
All you got to do is make fun of him talking about, ouch, the handcuffs were too tight. That's all you got to talk about is because he's a boss, but he was, and he asked the police officer.
But you know, do you guys as men, do you understand what I'm saying?
No, hold on.
Okay.
Real quick. The funny part about it was he's a boss, but he was begging the officer, "Is there anything that he can do?" He said, "Is there anything I can do, officer?" And he started batting his eyes a little bit. I think I don't know. What were you saying?
But see, my point of reference is this: if you're supposed to be a boss, and I even tell these women that there's a lot of people in my sector that say they bosses, but if you're supposed to be a boss, why you getting caught up with these dusty ass niggas? That's not my ministry. You know what I'm saying? That's not my ministry. If you're gonna be a boss, you gotta be a boss before I lay down with you. Gotta show evidence of that. But he show his bossness is taking advantage of these underserved women that are desperate with 5 o'clock shadows or rent a center like he does.
But people can be easily misled with that uppity though.
And I don't like that. I don't like that. You cannot talk crazy to uppity.
I mean, we literally so he showed receipts of him living in this huge house, like this McMansion, and driving these like nice fancy cars. And what was another one? I forget what kind of car that was that he was driving around in. But
Maserati.
Or is it Maserati? Okay, Maserati. Yeah, he was driving around in a Maserati. And then he showed us his bank account balance that we know now is not real, but it was like, I don't know, it was like a lot of money that was in it. And he tried to prove it to show that someone cash apped him to show the increase in his balance, like live. So it was like a lot of measures that went to try to prove that he had this type of lifestyle. And it was just crazy that that's not what it was. Like it was that important to try to keep that.
He think that he's a liar. He's a liar. That's the thing. And he's using little cash apps here and there. And I promise you, he's right now.
It's bigger than just sending cash apps. Like
over. Because I
if you
told him
a checking account receipt, that was wild.
Now, I promise you, Ghetto got popular. He did too, because he's right now trying to figure out how to control bitches with $20. He probably could have been doing that.
You really got to care about the people, what people think about this app to go as far to show the receipts that he was showing. Like you have to be pretty, you know. I mean, it ain't that important to me. I don't give a fuck. I would never be able to show a receipt, like be that intricate with it. Like that is some dramatic stuff. I mean, like you had arranged a whole car to rent, like to show us that, thinking that was yours and that big huge house was yours. Like that's
if you look
wild.
at the times that we live in, though, it's like kind of easy to do. Like a lot of these people that are under the influence, like I said, that's why he got world beat.
But our little sector, though, like I would just be like, yeah, if people don't believe it, I don't have to show them shit. Like I wouldn't show them anything, like you know. But the fact that he was showing us,
because y'all said that world beat privilege got 20K, but meanwhile she refused to get laser surgery. Like she got a whole 5 o'clock shadow, and she got a fat nigga that's running behind her and stuff. And you be in the B sector, so like it's like they like the Brooke and Malik of the Umar sector. Now that I see about it, because
is that the current one? Is that the current one? Wait, is that the current one that you just had? Was that the current one? I'm trying to figure out if that's the current one. Okay.
Yeah, the green one is.
What is that on the side of his face? Is it like sunken in, or are those
he got
scars?
In his face.
Okay. I wasn't sure that was scars or if that was
and he
like.
Live in Atlanta. He live in Atlanta with
wasting.
Let's be clear. This isn't no personal information being shared. This is public record. These are mug shots. Let's be super clear.
Light skin or dark skin.
Give me that body cam from the police footage. That's clearly
that too.
That I need that. I need.
So you're gonna have your body cam party tonight. When are you gonna do your body cam party?
And a bitch that old Brennan Center where the 5 o'clock shadow ain't gonna press me about shit. Promise you, I'm gonna upload that shit and blow off of it. That's how you want to do it. I'll give credit to the authors that want it. You know, that shit ain't nothing. You supposed to show that shit.
What you sipping on, Uppity?
Owned by the city. No, I'm saying Uppity, that shit is owned by the city.
What you sipping on tonight? I mean, this afternoon.
I'm sipping on truth. I'm sipping on truth. That shit is a real fact.
You lie on
Yeah, that's a
me, I
fact of
tell the
life.
truth on you.
You could post that body cam just like you could post the pictures of it. Like I like that, and I don't like a nigga that try to give me. Cause see, I'm not like you stepping in
So,
that way. We actually when I'm stepping on. Hold on, let me answer your question.
all
I'm not
right.
you in the way like I gotta sit like here and like bother niggas. Like this nigga was bothering me. He's trying to go too far with me, and I need that for my audience because not everybody watches
I'm gonna
y'all
stop.
That's like
in
it's a
your sector.
scarring. You know.
I'm gonna
It's not a
stop,
scar for
man.
me.
You need some like chemical peel or something.
But like I said, if
Well, he does,
anybody
not me.
anybody want copies of the game, hit my Cash App. I'll
Speaking of
send
that,
you a Google
have
Drive.
y'all seen Eyes? What's going on with her?
What was his justification for getting that report on Kip? Like
it was
what
fake.
leverage did they give him?
Nothing.
I know it was made up, but
It
what
was
leverage does
content.
he think it gave it?
It was content, and this is what Mothra has everybody doing, is to lie on people and attack people. You know.
Right, because I'm about to say that. Like I don't know what he got going on Kip, but I know Trick just lied and he was trying to avoid because I was so happy Smoke God came up and said, and that's what I was thinking the whole time. Like my nigga, you trying to make him meet up with you because I was wondering why he wanted to meet up but not show his face. So it turns out you wanted to meet up so you could have order protection, but you online pretending to be alpha.
And it was a fake. It
Like
was a lie, and the judge threw it out. He didn't even show up for court that day. You know,
I
they were talking
know.
about, yeah, but it goes to
For
the
the court order or whatever it was.
yeah, he didn't
Was
even
it a
show up.
restraining order? Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
So
it
what did
was.
you
Well,
say
no, he
that Kip
understand
was
that
stalking
because
him? Kip was
well,
stalking
according
him
to
online. Is
y'all,
that what he was
technically we're
saying?
under that same type of diabolical regimen. That's what I'm trying to
What did
say.
he
Like
say?
he trying to play
He
y'all
came,
game.
like he filed it saying that Kip was stalking him, or what
Slashing
was
his
the reason for doing it?
tires, all this other
Oh, he
stuff.
said Kip slashed his tire. Oh wow. Okay, I didn't know that.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't know about
Okay.
that part.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Oh man, but this is
Wow,
the sector the Photon created, right?
that's
Photon.
crazy.
See, he
What?
taking a break.
Did he
No,
create
I'm
or
here.
did he answer
No,
Trey?
I was messing with you.
Did
I was saying
Photo
it.
create it or did he answer Trey? And I hate to even do this because he would not answer to Lemon, but I'm just saying, like, is this Trig's narcissistic sector or not? Because that's crazy. Because I know he lied to me crazy.
No, this is the anti-Afro sector. This is the anti-Afro sector. Is what this is.
Well, it looked like Anti having her way at this point because, like, what she said is to be true.
She's been having her way ever since folks started attacking her, and she was quiet for 2 or 3 years. You know, they were,
Well, as
just
she should
attack her,
then.
and then she
As she
started
should then.
talking,
Well, Tom,
they
go back in
start
the chat.
crying.
Thanks.
All right, cool. What do you think, Rev G, as we attempt to wrap this up soon?
Yeah, I'm
She
cool.
just did a live and talking about anti, and you could jump in this too if you can keep up with it. Uppity. What do you have to say? I probably have to maybe watch it again. I'm still trying to understand it. I think she was saying something about TC and what TC was saying. And I'm not gonna quote her, but she was quoting him about something about, oh, he's not gonna go to jail because he's gonna take a plea, and the plea is gonna give him the freedom to just walk or something like that. And she was just breaking down something called the Alfred plea or something like that.
Right.
Do you know any idea what she's talking about? I know you're not a lawyer.
No, I don't.
You don't have 3 degrees, criminal justice degrees like Smoke, but
I mean, I do have 3 degrees. I do have 3 degrees, but not criminal justice.
All right. Well, did you watch her upload, her video upload?
Yes.
Give an update
Yes, of
on
course I
Darrell?
did. Yeah, of course I did.
Okay. So
Yeah.
what do you think of it? Can you explain, give us the breakdown on what you got from it and what she was bringing across?
I mean, basically, what TC said doesn't fit to the reality. But TC will say anything anyway. He still hasn't explained how to buy a house. He was trying to BS his way. But I mean, she would have to explain all the legal stuff because I don't know. But it's clearly that he's going to serve some time, and he knows he's going to serve some time. He knows he has a lead. I don't know how how long he gonna be in prison, but he knows he's serving prison time. He knows that. You could tell by looking at his face and how he's talking, how he tries to change the subject and have everybody else be attacked. But no, he's facing some time, and he should be like drinking all the orange juice and eating all the oatmeal he can, because he may not get that in prison.
And right, and we're talking about two people who have an anti-Afro Svengalis here have they have active cases. They're active, and I think both of them. And I think who said even Lemon has his case. He has a case on the same date as D. Darrell. I don't know what's going on with that. I wish he was here to explain that. I forgot to ask him. But anti-Afro Svengali, glad that you're here.
Yeah,
we got about 20 more minutes.
And Uppity and everyone.
Hey.
He has 3 active cases. Uppity, just listen closely because I have something you're gonna need to know. He has the probation case in Newton County because he's on probation until August 2026. Then he picked up 2 additional charges in Cherokee County and Gwinnett County. So there's 3 active cases. 3 judges can send him to jail right now. You're laughing, yeah.
Right, and if you could put your email in the back chat, I think I got your email.
Go ahead.
And I think this is good information to know because I feel like this is somebody that's on so many charges, and I'm not bothering him or anybody else, but he choosing to like pick up a new storyline, bothering me and lying on me. You know what I'm saying? Even though I take accountability, I'm not even beefing with Stargate right now, but he wants to sit here and bring that up as if he wasn't the benefactor, and as he even when I was beefing with Stargate, it was only $50. He went and gave JDM $500 because Ness didn't let him on her platform. He's a whole narc. And he's showing evidence of that. I've never talked about his $50. I didn't care about it. He did attack me, though. And he followed me on different platforms. That's why he's blocked. He can't show proof that he blocked me. I blocked you. You a weird ass about that weird ass $50. He's a weirdo.
So
he's very upset.
If he does anything, let me tell you, if you feel he's doing something that's violating the law, or even what they call technical violations of probation, you can report that, but not just for bickering. I'm not saying it's bickering because I don't know the whole range of your conflict, but if you feel you're being harassed and targeted, you need to report that. I actually reported him to the police, and the DA considered prosecuting him, but there wasn't quite enough evidence. So they took that seriously because he was going so far overboard, putting knives in stomachs, referencing violence, and they felt it was worth considering. So if you feel you're being criminally harassed because the harassment gets to a degree where it's criminal, then that needs to be reported.
Yes, I appreciate
I just want to know, he was showing these receipts of his house, his car, the truck that he rides dirty in. I would just wonder, what about the Rent-A-Center receipts? Has he paid Rent-A-Center off yet?
Wasn't that part of a criminal case? I think he would have to. Okay, do you want me to explain real quick about the plea deals? The TCTV doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. So the federal system is very different from the state system. The state system has no contest, nolo contendere in every state, and some states have the Alford plea. Both of those pleas allow the defendant to become guilty as a result, but they can maintain their innocence. They can say, I just took the plea. It doesn't require that they stand up in court and acknowledge guilt like a straight up guilty plea would. So that's the situation. He's not getting an Alford plea or no contest plea if he pleads guilty. He's either going to get a straight up guilty plea or he's going to go to trial, and we'll see what happens, whether the jury or the judge will find him guilty. Those are his options. He doesn't have, what do you have that you're going to offer the prosecutors? Federal prosecutors are mean and nasty, and they don't like to accept any circumstance where someone is not acknowledging responsibility. And when it comes to fraud cases, there's even more regulations in place. When you've been convicted of fraud or you're taking a plea, same thing, you have to acknowledge every single thing that they say you did. There's no waffling.
But I thought when you take a plea deal, you're not necessarily admitting guilt to the crime. what you're admitting to is you admit that they have enough evidence.
No, that's an Alfred plea. That's
what?
an Alfred plea. You're talking about an Alfred plea. A straight up guilty plea, just say guilty. That's one thing. Alfred is you have the goods on me and you'll probably get a conviction. No contest is simply saying, okay, I'm taking this plea. And by taking this plea, I know I'll have a conviction. It doesn't require that you tell the court, yes, I did it. The only guilty plea is straight up guilty, not Alfred, not no contest. So
for now, let me ask you this, because you played a clip on it where he recited something in 2023. I think that's what you put as the timestamp. He said in 2023, you were wrong. I never was found guilty by a criminal a court system. Right. Now, then you showed, well, he was found guilty, if quote unquote, by a board of he was reprimanded. Is that considered guilt, or nah? He will not be able to work through that system of work and getting Medicaid and billing only if he is found guilty by a criminal jury, by a judge. What is exactly is he saying, or what can be done or not be done if he is found guilty, or if he's found he accepts a plea? If he accepts a plea, that's my question. If he accepts the plea, or now you're saying there's levels of a plea bargain, right?
Okay, what happened with
will he be able to work if he takes a plea because he's not technically found guilty? Okay. Will he be able to continue to work if he beats the case through this angle?
Okay, you said a couple things. Okay, number one, what happened with the licensing board happened, and that's considered administrative. But you have to keep in mind, they decided to continue to allow him to practice. Even though they did that, he kept stealing, and the feds mentioned that. So they didn't stop him after they disciplined him. Okay, but if you go to court and you get convicted on fraud, there is a special arrangement that the prosecutors can make with Health and Human Services where you won't be excluded, which means you can't bill. But that is under extraordinary circumstances like the Alfred plea and the no contest plea, because part of fraud convictions automatically includes your inability to continue working with Medicaid and Medicare, those billing systems. So in order for him to not get that, the feds would have to say, you know what, we're going to go to Health and Human Services and the Texas Medicaid board, and we're going to convince them to let him continue billing. Do you think they're going to do that for Dempsey?
No.
Like, why? How would they? He would have to have, there have to be some extraordinary circumstance where they feel he shouldn't be on the excluded list. And for convictions, you get 3 to 5 years exclusion. Depending on the crime, they can outright ban you for life, or you can get a 5-year exclusion from Medicaid and Medicare. See, now the board will decide whether or not he will be able to continue possessing a license. That's a separate issue. And always, when you get convicted of fraud, they're going to remove your license, like in a criminal court, because that's a felony. So he's done. The judge told him to close the practice down. Remember, he's got no office anymore. He's stuck. He doesn't have access to Alfred, and he doesn't have.
You're saying win or lose?
Okay. His only way of winning, I'll tell you, there is a way. If the prosecutors decide, you know what, we're going to drop this case. Do you think that's going to happen?
Wow.
Do you think they're going to drop that case? Okay. He's going to proceed.
That's the only way he'll win.
Or if they can't work out a deal, and they proceed to trial, either by jury or judge, and either finds him not guilty. That's the other way he can get out of this. What do you think the odds are of that happening?
Well, depending upon his team, his defense team,
right?
Then I really don't know. I really don't know. But based upon this voluminous amount of evidence, and it seems like it's mounting all the time, And there's a history, he has a history of where he's been reprimanded by the board of mental health practitioners.
Right.
So it's although I cannot state with certainty, of course, but in my personal opinion, it doesn't look good. But judging from his demeanor and him going live, it doesn't seem like he is worried.
Okay, don't look for that. You can't
So
go by that.
I'm wondering, maybe he has a you say what?
Don't go by that.
Okay.
Pride comes before a fall, does it not?
Right.
And then the other thing I have to let you know about plea bargaining. They're not allowed to get a plea bargain unless they consult with Health and Human Services, Medicaid, and with the Texas division that handles Medicaid. They have to consult with those two agencies because they are the victim. They have to discuss with them the plea bargain. Is this feasible? Ultimately, the prosecutor decides, but they have to consult. Then they have to go to the victims and let the victims know that we're working on a plea deal and we want to get your input. All 7 of those victims, those LCSWs, they have to let them know we're working on a plea deal. We want to know what you think. So what do you think all 7 of those people are going to say? Are they all going to say, forgive him? He didn't know what he was doing, although he forced us to get attorneys because you guys were accusing us of stealing and we had to get lawyers because you wouldn't believe us when we said we didn't bill. He stole our information. Do you think they're going to turn around and pull a Rev G and say it's okay? And I'm not saying Rev G said it's okay. Rev G would consider not wanting to go to jail. I don't care what he's saying right now. When it comes down to it, if he had a choice to say, stand up in court and say you wanted to go to jail or not, Rev G would probably say no if he came down to that.
How likely, according to you and just your expertise, of this happening, they just ban him from ever practicing mental health therapy in his state or just in the nation, period, along with, fining him a gross amount of money? And because he doesn't have a record that's violent or just a record in period, that and the fact of his age and just his whatever he's done in his community for the time period and just his other work ethic of just, I don't know. But I'm just saying, do you think that has the possibility of just being the turnout? He's not going to face any jail time, any prison time. He'll just be banned from ever having to being able to practice. He's already lost his office allegedly, and he's going to have to pay a fine. Do you think that the chances are slim to none that is going to be his the consequences of whatever alleged actions that he's facing?
Okay, you said a lot of different things. Okay, number one, if he gets convicted of this crime, he's banned nationwide from billing. Nationwide, he can't go to another state and bill because when you go to another state, you can't practice unless you put an application in. And in the application, they ask you, have you been disciplined in another state? They're going to find out. Either way it goes. So you can't just go to another state. Back in the day, you could do that, but they've closed that down. It's the excluded list from Health and Human Services, and it's searchable. And you don't have to have a criminal conviction to be on the excluded list. You can have horrendous problems with your practice or with your business involving Medicaid and Medicare, and it doesn't require a criminal conviction to be excluded. But what I want to say is the fact that he doesn't have a criminal record, that is only one element that they look at. There's sentencing guidelines. That's one element. There are other elements. Do you remember what I said about criminal livelihood?
What, on your upload or here?
On one of the uploads I did before. Do you remember the term criminal livelihood?
Not off top. No,
okay.
Break it down.
That's please. one of the sentencing enhancements. In the state court, they call it aggravating circumstances. Here it's called sentencing enhancement. So if the crime that you committed served as your primary source of income, that exacerbates the situation. That makes it worse. So if you don't have a criminal record before, but you have criminal livelihood, Not having a criminal record is not going to overtake criminal livelihood. Then another sentencing enhancement is, did your crime involve vulnerable people, a vulnerable population? Does it?
Now, the legal system is very concrete and
No. Yeah, answer my
very
question.
direct.
Did his crime involve? I hate to interrupt you. I just wanted to get an answer, please. Did his crimes involve vulnerable people?
Yes.
Okay, so that's another sentencing enhancement. Is that going to overtake the fact that he's never been convicted? Now, there's 2 sentencing enhancements there, right there. And he had others too. Did he use any public funding? Was public funding involved with the fraud?
I don't know.
Public funding, Medicaid and Medicare.
Yeah, public funding.
So now we got 3 sentencing enhancements right there. That is why he went and opened up that dollar store. He was trying to act as if he had another business where he was generating income.
Allegedly.
Why else would he do that?
It's a speculation. Well, I don't know. But that's we don't know what his real intention is. I mean, that is just a speculation. You're speculating that. It does sound real likely, but I don't know.
You think the Texas Attorney General for Medicaid fraud is going to forgive him and say, "Let bygones be bygones"?
Ooh.
They work with the Fed.
The thing is, I don't know all the small details of the legal system. It can be very concrete and very complex. And I appreciate you, and I find it very, very commendable and courageous of you to come forward with this, because people can replay this content and you can be checked on the things that you're saying by really evaluating and looking up these things that you're talking about, or maybe somebody might have some better information and more.
Hey, Photon, guess what happened to me?
I respect you for for putting what you're saying under. Okay, I respect what you're saying.
I don't want to be up here.
I dropped him.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
But you're going to be put under fire and scrutinize the things that you're saying, particularly when it comes to his case. One of the things he keeps saying adamantly, and not just him, like the Stephanie Collins, the JJs and others. I think maybe T Pre, but we ain't talking about her. But people just saying, "Oh, you're not a lawyer. What do you know? You don't know all the small details of this case. And although you have somewhat of an information on it, you don't have enough to pose judgment." Okay, what do you have to say about those people? But I respect you for coming forward and really speaking your speech, and because people are gonna really evaluate what you're saying and do their research. Okay. She may check you on these things. Are you prepared for the get back? Is there any get back from what you're saying, or the law is the law and what you stated is the facts and there's no getting around it?
Okay, there's no get back because none of them are involved with any federal legal situation, including that supposed attorney. She's not admitted to the federal bar. She's never had a client in federal case.
I didn't know. So a lawyer ain't a lawyer. She's like a weaker version of a federal lawyer. I mean, which one is it?
Not weaker version. Okay, in order to practice in the federal system, you have to be admitted specifically to the district where you're practicing. Like I don't know I can't remember what city she's from. There's a federal court that handles that district. You have to be admitted to that particular bar. You have to admit it to the federal system. And then there are other attorneys. You got to be admitted if you want to argue a case before the Supreme Court.
Didn't you take the bar exam?
No, federal bar exam.
It's a whole nother one.
Yeah, federal. You have to be admitted to the federal bar. It's not an exam. It's an application.
So basically, you calling her a bootleg lawyer? She's not like an official lawyer.
No, federal system. The federal system is separate from the system in the state. In order to argue a case in front of any federal court, you have to be admitted to the federal bar.
So are you saying she doesn't know federal law because she's not a federal lawyer?
I didn't say she didn't know any federal laws. I'm sure she had it in law school. But if you're not practicing and using it, how are you going to know? Do you know that
that part?
Yeah, you have to be involved. You know that Wendy Williams, of course, right? You had all
Right,
these
right.
attorneys coming up talking about her conservatorship or guardian case, right? These attorneys, you're a criminal defense attorney. You have these criminal defense attorneys weighing in, and it's ridiculous. You don't know conservatorship law. You don't know guardianship law. So if you have somebody who's a case manager who works with people on conservatorship, they would know more about the law. Doesn't mean that they're practicing it, but they would have more knowledge. You're a
Right.
criminal
Isn't
defense.
her expertise like DUI laws, something like that? I don't know if that's a
I think
law,
so.
but
I think she said that. Yeah,
speeding laws. Isn't she be knowing
yeah,
that?
yeah. Just because you're an attorney doesn't mean I'm a mental health professional. I won't take cases that I don't have enough
Right.
experience,
Like
because
a
I
heart
keep
surgeon isn't gonna do some brain surgery.
exactly, exactly. So it's not anything to be ashamed of. But as far as the facts, I know the facts. I can explain how the process works. Every time I have a client in a criminal trial, I sit down with them and I ask them to tell me how everything is working as far as the process. I make sure they understand the process. And sometimes they get it right, sometimes they don't. I'm just explaining the process and the stages. Sometimes their lawyers don't take the time to explain everything, and I'll do it. Okay? I'll explain the stages. I'm not just giving legal advice, I'm just explaining the situation. And I talk about the probation conditions. I go over probation conditions. The goal is to make sure they don't get violated. Okay? It's not legal advice, it's knowledge that you're sharing with them to help them. And this is what I'm doing now here in these YouTube streets. If people accept it, they don't. But Dempsey D. Durrell, yes, he knows about the case because he committed the crimes. And I bet you he's saying stuff like, oh my God, they have that too. Because he sees the evidence, right? Oh my God, I didn't know that they had this. Damn it, they remembered that. He's probably saying this. That lawyer is probably so shocked. And where is the superseding indictment? Living Queen was talking about that. If other people did things, why aren't they charged? The money went into his account. His
Yeah,
account.
yeah, he did say that it's bigger than him, and he was just a small fry. Something,
Where's
right?
the other indictments, though? Where are the other indictments? If it's bigger than him, what about the money that went into his account? That's what I'm trying to focus on. What happened? And Dempsey Bubblegut Spears running around here coming up with all these lies about me. He's just making stuff up about me. That I was fired from jobs and contracts. That's a lie. I've gained since I've been here. The only one that has lost has been Dempsey Bubblegut Spears. He has lost contracts, he's lost jobs. You saw his attorney submit the document to the court saying he can't work at those three places. His family is supporting him. His dad is paying for everything.
Deep.
Yeah, he can't.
Allegedly.
He has no pull to get an Alfred plea or no contest. Why don't you look it up and tell me how many
Yeah, I
people
will.
look up how many people get a no
Well,
contest?
not now, but I'm gonna
No,
do
no,
my
okay.
because it's gonna take a minute for me to get
Right.
full. I still haven't absorbed fully everything you were saying in your upload, but you
Okay.
definitely clarified a lot of it now.
Make sure you distinguish when you speak about it. A no contest plea and an Alfred plea are in different categories than a guilty plea, but all result in you being convicted. Okay, so let's say he does a guilty plea and he walks outside and starts telling everybody, I'm not really guilty. You know the judge is going to do? Call him back into court and they can and ask him to explain himself. Why did you stand up here for all this time, put under oath, and I asked you all these questions? You attested. You unequivocally stated you were guilty of these crimes. So why the hell are you going out there in the streets telling everybody that you're not guilty? They can rescind the plea. But if he has an Alfred or a no contest, he can get up there and say that all day, every day, but not with a straight up guilty plea. You have to plead guilty because you absolutely acknowledge the crimes, every single crime, and then you acknowledge the damage. That's a part. He has to acknowledge the damage that he caused to his victims. Do you think he's willing to do that?
Wow, no. Do I think he's willing to do that? That's a hard thing that a person like him will have to do.
And he
No.
can't keep us away from the sentencing hearing. You know that, right?
Ooh, okay, all right. No, I didn't know that. He
How can he
can't
keep
keep
us
us
away?
away from the sentencing hearing.
And we're
So
going to know
what do you
about it.
mean by that? You mean it'll be public? It's
Yeah.
gonna be publicized?
No. Okay. Cases in the federal court only publicized if they have they do some hearings, some Supreme Court arguments, but the actual trials, no. However, if you're in the courtroom, like this happened with Malachi Dwight York, there were so many people who wanted to attend, they opened up another courtroom and had a feed in another courtroom.
They did that to Diddy too.
Yeah. So, but you can't. The TV is not there to broadcast it. They'll just give another feed. They want to accommodate everybody. So that is following the public access.
So you think that's what's going to happen with him, at least when it comes to the sentencing, not the trial?
I don't think a lot of people are going to go. I know some people are going. Whether he goes to trial or not, he has to have a sentencing hearing. And if he's convicted, I say when he's convicted. I acknowledge he's not convicted yet. So I'm still going to say when he's convicted, he has to stand up there. No, excuse me, back up. If he pleads guilty, he has to stand up. If he's convicted, he doesn't have to say I did it, because he may.
Well, it's good to know you acknowledge that he's not guilty yet. At least
guilty.
you acknowledge
He's
that.
already been busted once. So let me clarify. I misspoke. Okay, if he's found guilty by a jury or a judge, he does not have to allocute and say, "Oh, okay, I should have done it," because he may want to appeal. You can't force somebody to agree with the guilty verdict. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If he takes a plea, a straight up guilty plea, then he has to stand up and acknowledge. And the prosecutors have to be satisfied. The judge has to be satisfied that he has accepted total 100 complete responsibility. The only avenue out of that, he asserts counsel's ineffective. He can later on say, you know what, I was threatened in jail that morning. I was too scared in court, but my lawyer didn't help me. I told him. Or my lawyer didn't do this. That would be the only way that he can appeal a case on a guilty verdict. He has to say, the counsel did not do right by me. Other than that, you're stuck.
What are the chances, and this may be my last question because I got to conclude here. What are the chances, based upon just this case and the circumstances of it and your history and knowledge of just things like this, that this situation, his trial, his case, his sentencing is going to be long and drawn out? You know, already he's extended the trial to next month or so. How long do you think, once the balls start rolling, is it just gonna end from the moment? And I'm hearing it's supposed to be next month. How long do you think it's gonna last before we get a verdict and this is over?
I think it's pretty straightforward. And the reason why it's pretty straightforward is because we already saw the evidence with the licensing board. We don't have the dead people. We don't have the dead people stuff. All that evidence. But Spears also submitted claims to Medicare for individuals who are deceased at the SCS or TLLCC claims. Those are those businesses. Claims to Medicare for reportedly providing mental health services from 2000 to 2000. I'm sorry, from 2016 to 2024, he billed $75,000 in fraudulent claims for 12 people who were dead. They were dead from 2 days to 328 days. What do you think about that?
So if they're dead, there's no victims, right?
Yes,
in a sense. So
yeah, the victim is Health and Human Services and the Texas Attorney General Medicaid Fraud Control Unit. Those are the victims. These are federal funds. You're defrauding the government. These are federal monies.
Well, some may say, the government be all right. They got a couple money in the bank.
And you don't know what happened with the estates of the dead people. It could have messed up their estates. You're billing on dead people. You're giving dead people a benefit, and that calculates. I don't know if you're aware of this. When somebody gets older and they can't afford to pay for their medical care, say they have to go to the hospital, and say they eventually die, obviously they couldn't pay for everything. Medicaid, the federal government, comes after that money. So you're taking money from the government. You're billing on dead people, and the government has what process to recoup that? Because they can't pay for their services. They're dead. Even if they were alive, they couldn't pay for those services.
What about those
So
that
the
want to
government
say?
has to get that reimbursement.
What about those that want to say, "Oh, he's robbing from the government. That's it. Oh, he a G. He's a G for doing something like that."
That's
After all the things the government, this U.S. government, has done to us and our in people of color.
That's a value system.
Yeah, this is payback. This is retribution. What do you have to say to that argument?
That's a value system. That's their moral standing. They have no scruples. I mean, if that's the way they think about life, they're low lives. That's why he thought about life. He thought he was entitled to this money. He thought he was never going to get caught. See, you see the thing? Didn't your parents tell you you're going to get caught likely if you commit a crime? It's easier. They're going to come looking for you if you do something. You have every chance of getting caught. Or did your parents tell you?
Do you think he was aware that not to cut? Do you think he was aware that he was committing a crime?
Of course. Oh my God.
Maybe he just was not aware that it was a crime. I'm just trying to think, give him the benefit of that. What say you with that argument?
Okay, what evidence would there be that he didn't know he committed a crime? Have you ever had the bank put extra money in your account? Have you ever had that happen?
No.
I've had that happen. I know that money wasn't mine. It's like $3,900 deposited into my savings account. I hadn't deposited because I keep a certain amount that I cut off. $3,900. I wouldn't deposit $3,900. It'd be a different amount because I usually keep it the same. What the heck is this? I didn't know what the hell it was. So I went and talked to them, and it took them a while to figure it out. I said, but you need to take the money out of my account. I don't want you to. No, we can't remove it because we got to figure out what happened. They want to keep the money in my account.
Right. Once it gets hot, then they're gonna come after you. Like,
no, I didn't. I said, but I want you to get it out of there. Get it out of there. I did not. I didn't. They said, well, we can't remove it because we need to find out what happened. So we have to keep it. No, I was like arguing with them. I don't want money in my account that I did not put in there, and then you're going to come back and we're not blaming you. You're coming and telling us that we can't just remove it. And they said you can spend the money.
So basically, that's a silly statement to say. How would he think it's not a crime? That money just came in his account, and he know he wasn't. These people are not on the. It was just there's so many just.
And they wouldn't block the account because I don't really just spend a lot of money from savings anyway. They said no, your account's active. Just we will make the adjustment. So don't worry. They're trying to calm me down. Don't worry about that. You know, it was some glitch. It was deposited, and then they finally removed it. Some people see that and they just start spending it. Okay, you saw $1.5 million extra dollars into your account. You had $75,000 that you billed for. Well, that was between 2016 and 2024. Look how late for 8 years he did that, or 7 years. Let's 8 years, okay? Wait a minute. How can you do that? 2 days dead and 328 days dead. And he was up there talking about how much we're frauds. I'm in trouble.
Yeah, you said 8 years. He said, I think I heard him say that he's been in the sector, or he's been on these YouTube streets for 8 years since 2018. So that's interesting, the timeline. But yeah, let's wrap this up until next time.
Do you want him in prison? Do you want him to go to prison?
Well, I don't have that attached, that storyline that you do, but do I want him to go to prison? If he did what he's charged with, if he is found guilty, yes. If he's able to fight it. But my personal thing, I want him to stay out and maybe do something else like community service so that he could continue going online and continue to just doing what he has to do
You said
as a
two different things.
father. What?
You said two
Okay.
different things. First, you said yes, and then you said you want him to stay out.
Yeah, I want him to go if he did the legal side of me.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Okay.
the emotional side. I have different sides. The emotional side of me, or the sensitive side, like nah. Let him. Don't let him go to prison. That's very, very hard.
Okay, listen. I have a cousin that needs to go to the doctor. Can I use your medical card? Can I use? Can you? He lives in New York. Can he use your medical card to get treatment?
No.
See, so what? So that's what he was doing. When he billed on, he said no. There's no way you would do that, right?
Heck no.
What about your kids' medical cards? Okay, let me take my kids to the doctor. Can I use your kid's medical card? You gonna let them do it? Okay, so how does he get away with it? He took this woman or women, it says she's.
I don't think he did get away with it. I mean, look, what they did, and he lost his office. You know, and as I was saying, like if he gets banned, you know, don't do this no more and pay this fine. Even if he does do some jail time, no, I don't want him to do no like a bid, like a crazy long bid, and they throw the book at him. No, I don't want that. But hey, maybe he does a few months, maybe a year. If that's gonna make him just not do what he did, then yeah, let him go to prison. If that's gonna,
you know how you set it up?
It was wrong. The bottom line, it was wrong. It's not in there's penalties for what he did, and the penalty is supposed to match the crime. And so there is a level of I want to believe in the justice system, and I want to believe that, you know, it's not always going to be perfect. Nothing is, you know, but I think after due diligence and they do their investigation, and if he fights a good fight, hey, get out. If he's innocent, if he really didn't do the things, but if he's found to be guilty, then I think he should serve the punishment of his crime.
Okay, but you know how you set it up? You know how you set it up? You know how he was able to bill in their names?
How?
Okay, he has an account that's a business account. And when he submitted the claims, that was the account number that he had the checks deposited into. Business. So if say you work at a business, if you get a check and you work for the business and you earn some money, they're going to pay you directly. You don't get paid by the client. That goes into an account. He had access to the company bank account. That's why he was able to bill under other people's names, because those checks that non-service was on behalf of the company that provided it. So those were company checks. And so he went into the company account and had that money transferred. He controlled the accounts. And LCSW number 3, listen, this is disgusting. She worked briefly for Dempsey. I know you said you have to go. Real quick, I'll say this. LCSW number 3 only worked for a brief period of time in 2016. You know she left because she saw something, right? Wouldn't you think?
Right.
Okay. He billed on her name until 2019 after she left. So for 3 years, he billed. However, let me correct that. He submitted claims dated until 2018, but he submitted them in 2019. You know what I'm saying? So the last claim he submitted on her name was in 2019, but it was dated for August 2018. She filed a complaint against him. She worked only in February for barely a month, not even an entire month, and he billed on her name for 2 more years. She submitted a complaint to the board. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting how the trial plays out if the prosecution has that person on deck on board to play a part in in the investigation, in the questioning. Are they going to take the stand? Um, are they the main whistleblower or the only whistleblower of the prosecution? Is this their witness that's really going to just body bag him if they go to trial? If it goes to trial?
She filed a complaint that there's 7 different LCSWs, and he knew about the complaint. He knew in June 2019, he was aware that she filed a complaint. The feds are the feds are mentioning this. You think they're not going to mention this during sentencing? That he knew he was in trouble and then he kept billing? After 2021, he billed for 3 more years after he signed the order on March 29, 2021. The board entered an order finding that Spears had used LCSW3's MPI to bill for services not rendered and reprimanded Spears for doing so. Spears acknowledged and signed this order. What about the fact that he has signed off on that?
Yeah, that's a strong point right there, Anti. I don't know how his defense team are going to get around that. I think that's the holdup right there. That's the Achilles heel or whatever. They're definitely gonna have to just come up with something. And that's one of the things we're here for, is just as far as as being inquiring minds and just hearing how different defense teams and lawyers work and be able to get their clients off. Hey, but they're gonna have to work magic. I mean, I don't know what they can say, and I think that's one of the things when it comes to debates with that sector and kerfuffles and arguments is just hearing a person's get back, hearing a person's counter to an argument. And so that's the part of the entertainment or the intrigue or the skill of a good lawyer. And so we'll just have to wait and see how they're going to approach that.
I think the lawyer's mad.
That's a real hard, potent point that the prosecution has.
I think the lawyer's upset. Why didn't you tell me all this?
Well, I don't know if the lawyer is putting any emotion in it. I don't know if they should,
unless
it's part of the theatrics of their presentation, But it really comes down to the cold hard facts and trying to put up enough case studies or enough legal jargon to get him off the hook or to get him less punished.
I hope the negotiations, this is what I really want most of all. I want the negotiations to break down and not have any plea bargain, and he has to go to trial. That's a prosecutor's call. They can say we're dissatisfied with what you're asking because we're not giving it to you, so let's cut this off, and we're going to go ahead and go to trial on this. That's what I want most of all.
We shall see, and I would like to go live again tonight. So, but we'll see about that. I'm gonna have to run now. We could bring this back up. So I appreciate you tapping in, and again, don't be a stranger. We'll try to be live again tonight.
Okay, the final thing, real quick. Now you gotta go. What do you think is worse, threatening to beat you up or have somebody beat you up, physical violence, or me calling you phony ton?
Oh God! All right.
Which is worse? She said she's gonna have her son beat you up or other men beat you up. Remember?
Are you talking about Are you talking about Eyes?
Yeah, she said she was gonna have him beat you up.
Eyes be just talk. Eyes.
No, but she was mad. She was mad at you at that.
Eyes need to deal with her boxing match with Breaking. Right. And we got to keep that. We got to keep that narrative going. Say what?
I think this might have been. I don't know if this is before or after. She was very mad at you. She was yelling at you on a live stream. He said she was going to get her son to beat you up, but she has a problem with phony ton. She's threatening violence.
Yeah, no, that's like sis. She just, we have a history together. I mean, she's
mad at you.
It's not. I didn't take it like that, but yeah, she's a character.
What would you do if the son approached you and tried to hit you? Would you defend yourself?
We not talking about her son and what I'm
doing. No, she said it. She brought it up. She said that. Listen, she said it, so it's not bringing something up. She said she was going to get him to beat you up. My question to you is, what would you do if he approached you and tried to hit you? My question. That's a legit question. I'm not making up something because she said it was going to happen. What would you do?
I don't know. I don't know.
Would you just
The
let him beat you?
situation would have to, of course not. The situation
Okay,
would
that's
have
what
to
I
bring
wanted to make
itself.
sure. I just wanted to
No.
make sure. Okay. And you wouldn't care whether or not, because I don't think he's a minor anymore. He's in college. If it was a 16-year-old and they try to beat you up, as an adult, you know you're able to defend yourself, right?
Right.
Okay. But she wanted him to beat you up.
Right. But then that's not happening. That's not happening. All right. So yeah, we're gonna try to be live again later, or maybe not. Shout out to keeping it plain.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a video on her because she's mentioning sex. She's bringing sex up again. See, they bring up sex stuff and body parts. They bring up the body parts, and then when we make responses to the
Yeah,
body
did you hear her
parts,
talking about Breakin's coochie? I mean, she
yes,
went there. She went
yes.
there.
And then, but when you talk about hers, I mean, who wants a large raisin? You know what I'm saying? You talk about her large
See,
raisin.
dang. See now you want some you want some negativity. Yes.
No,
All right.
but
So
you're
I'm
talking
about to
about
drop. You want to cook. So you want to cook eyes? Go
large
ahead.
raisin. Yeah, large raisin. Okay. And if this man was in love with you, he would move the moon and the stars for you. You wouldn't have to even ask him for money. He would just give you money, right? All she is she's shacking up with some ninja. He's not paying no rent. Yeah, she was really being disgusting. So yeah, I'm gonna address that.
Okay, so I definitely look forward to that because that would be some reason to go live tomorrow because I want to keep this conversation going with Eyes Antonia and
Snake
just
phonia. Snake
okay.
phonia.
Right.
And she gets her feelings hurt with her hot dog bun legs. Okay, she gets her feelings hurt.
Hot dog bun legs.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I gotta go. We gotta hear more. Save some of your jokes or commentary or description of her for your upload for the upload.
Yeah, always talking about body parts and stuff. She's gonna hang out with Carrie Ann. Oh, Carrie Ann! Did you notice Carrie Ann? Listen, did she scrub her elbows? Did you see that?
No, I didn't. What happened?
She scrubbed her elbows. She scrubbed and look better now.
Oh wow! Breaking news. I think we may have to go live definitely tonight to review
the left
those.
side still needs a little work, but the right side she scrubbed it down. See, I told you it was dirt.
Dang.
She scrubbed her elbows down, so she don't have that on the left side. No, the right side. It looks much better than the left side. I'll show you. I know I have comparisons. I'll show you. So
Okay, I definitely
we're helping her.
In that we need to do it. We're gonna definitely do a review on them elbows. I don't know if it's tonight or in the morning.
And
it won't be AI. We're not gonna do the AI.
I'm so sick of AI. AI. The only thing I like AI for is they have some funny pictures. I'll go.
Wait, didn't I see you do some AI with a Mothra? Was it you that had a picture?
Wait a minute, who said that was AI?
What was that about?
Who said it was AI?
Woo!
Who said it was AI? I didn't say it was AI.
Well, I've never just seen an animal that looked like that before, so I just thought it would be AI because I've never seen a butterfly, a moth. That was real unique.
Thank you. Okay, my friend. We'll be in touch. And we're still looking for Prison Watch Bubblegut Spears 2026. We're on it. It's going to happen. I'm on my knees every day praying for prison. So help me out. Let's get this going. Let's rally the troops.
Oh, we're here. We're definitely we're here. We're probably going to be going live every day until the date, whether it's in the morning or at night or both. But it's getting close, and it just seems like on account of all that, other kerfuffles are igniting or being reborn.
And he has sex on the brain because he can't get any. You aren't lying in bed with these women. You heard that, right?
No, I didn't. I missed that.
I have to send it to you. Somebody sent it to me about him talking about who's in bed with the women, and you have a problem sleeping with the women in the bed or something like that. It's crazy. Sex. He's talking sex. If they're going to talk that, I'm going to talk it. I'm going to come back with some nasty, disgusting jokes. That's what I'm going to do. Guarantee you.
You know, over here, we can't wait for that. We definitely here for for some comedy, some jokes. That's definitely, I like to laugh.
They started. I'll go ahead and do it. Okay, everybody, have a nice day. And hold your medical card close to you. Don't let anybody borrow it.
Oh yeah, absolutely on that
Medicaid
one.
fraud. Okay, everybody, goodbye.
All right, so long. That was Anti-Afros Fingali giving us more clarity on the update when it comes to what did she call him? Bubble guts. So with that one, hope everyone enjoys the rest of their day. Hope you guys keeping up with this jam-packed live. And until next time, y'all have a good one. I really gotta go, so I'm gonna just end it there. Don't be a stranger. Hit the Cash App, or the PayPal, or the like button, or all for that matter. It definitely takes time to do this type of content, and we're working hard to continue to keep this going and to keep giving you updates. And if we have to put in some AI into the rhythm, then we shall. But until next time, stay tuned, enjoy yourselves and each other, and we'll be back soon. I don't know how soon, but soon. Y'all have a good one.